Nice.
I'll go blackberry. Sorry,
blackberry?
Strawberry.
Good shit, guys. Good shit.
Trick question. Our favorite berry is
right?
his dog, who's named Barry. The most adorable furry creature I've seen in a long time.
The best berry is my berry.
No one better say blueberry, though, for real. Like,
yeah, I had a blueberry this morning and instantly regretted it.
That's smart.
So, we have complexity.
Just one.
Just
one blueberry.
This guy right here. I got to watch a figure. All right, so we have complexity versus the Dire. Already 10 out of 10 in the lobby, so we could just take a quick, brief look at complexity and the Dire here. But what's to say, guys, that really hasn't been said. You have complexity looking like the best team in the league. They have worked together already. It was apparent that they just had to kind of refire up that chemistry.
Yeah, I think their biggest. Yeah, just the fact Chessie and Limp are swapping lanes as well. You know, we're seeing a lot of teams, even DC's doing that. But Chessie and Limp, you pick a PL, you don't know. Is it going middle with Limp? Is it going top with Chessie? I think there's a ton of versatility, and Melon's like not afraid to pick.
Everyone started doing that.
Yeah. I think they're doing the best, obviously, because, well, they're undefeated. But yeah.
I mean, the facts don't lie there.
Facts don't lie. Numbers don't lie.
Let's go check out the Dire here. On the other side, we have one of the most experienced leaders and team captains in the game, PPD, along with Misery and company. A lot of experienced faces.
I guess his team's
What do you mean numbers don't lie? Jack is 5.2.
No, you're right, yeah.
MMR.
Let's just bring this right back onto Jack for sure.
Yeah.
Any chance we can we just get Jack with a dig there?
What do you mean the numbers don't lie? I'm 3,000
yeah,
party
but numbers don't lie.
I'm
numbers
almost 2K
actually
party,
do lie
though.
because you're a 7K player.
Oh, I see.
If we're being real, this team has the most of their set roles, right? They have not set at all, like CCNC and
we got a roll swap right now, by the way.
Has been picking up
Get that roll swap started. We have a draft apparently underway. We can still deliberate about it.
Team has been picking up steam. A lot of momentum. Seems to be starting to figure things out a little bit. So we'll see if they can take down complexity. You should know complexity very well as well from Peter's prior experience.
They should.
What?
Just right away.
This thing's broken.
Just give me that shit. All right, right away. Let's put it out there. King, right out of the bat. So
Jack's observing.
Give me a camera. Give me a camera, please.
No.
Okay.
All right. Well.
Co-caster Jack. Are we gonna have a Lacoste Jack duo? With a Grant observing kicker. I like the beach song. It's fun.
Play-by-play.
Play-by-play, Grant, with the Grant Jack combo.
We are.
Please don't kill each other.
I'm gonna destroy Jack. What up, y'all? Just emoji bopping right now. It's your boy Play-by-Play Grant. I'm going to have co-caster Jack, observer Lacoste. You've actually been improving a ton, Lacoste. Can't wait. Well, I don't have to watch your camera, thank God, but I think you're doing a good job. And then on the throne of bones himself.
Whoa, what up? I'm trying to play my theme song.
King.
My theme song ain't working, but... All right, it was...
That's pretty good,
actually. That's pretty good, yeah. So, okay. Dakota, you're back on the throne. I remember for a while, you were at 0 for like the first 5 days.
I think the first week. I didn't even get the king at all.
And now I think you actually might be like second most or something. You are
this is his, what, third king appearance?
This is my third.
Fourth?
Because
that, Chelsea again on Twitter said you were at 3. And or maybe I was wrong.
Shout out to Chelsea. She was like keeping a spreadsheet of everyone's roll count.
Yeah, I appreciate that. We are into a draft already, so pretty simple picks. Both teams going for their 4 and 5 early. Don't want to give anything away. We actually haven't seen just that much of this, right? We've been seeing a lot of pucks early, Venos, Necros, which are always core, but this time we see Veno banned out, not Necro.
Well, Earthshaker early we have seen plenty of. I feel like this is a hero that if it's on the board for complexity, they're going to take it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The Silencer you've seen. Well, Kyle has played it a few times, but again, this is maybe more of a PPD type of pick. But again, disruptive of the combo here with the AA and whatever else they bring in, and yeah, it's been a pretty good lane harasser. It fills a lot of roles.
The Dire picking Earth Spirit. I don't know. Last time we saw the Dire play it, right, was
yeah.
that day 1.
Yep, and it's going to be Misery on it, pardon me. Lacoste, you have the most experience probably playing with Misery. Do you like him on one of those heroes? Kind of. I guess it's a skill shot, I would say.
I mean, yeah, give him a bounty hunter. The dude is on fire. I just, I don't know how much he's played Earth Spirit. He didn't get to play. He wasn't in the position to play in a lot of the past teams, but
it was a long time ago since I saw Misery playing Earth Spirit. But he loves to play those initiation heroes. He loves to play aggressive early on, and his positioning is really, really good in team fights. So I'm not afraid of.
Look, I think once you become one of the sorry.
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Pardon you, Jack.
I think once you become one of the older in the tooth players in the scene, which Misery is now, he's an elder statesman tier.
Yeah.
With like players like Fear and Burning.
Puppy and all that, yeah.
You see them play more and more heroes, and sometimes heroes that you hadn't seen them play before. So for Misery, my deepest impression of this was back at ESL 1 Genting, when he played Pudge, and everyone was like, Pudge for Misery? He hasn't played this Pudge in a while. And if you guys remember that game, he was on fire.
Yeah.
I think it was against Newbie. He was just, this guy was just surgical with the hooks.
Earth Spirit, though, is just not as forgiving. Like, you miss a hook, you missed a hook, your position's there revealed. You miss a roll, you're rolling into a tower and into trouble, and you're gone.
And they're putting together AAs, actually, right? We saw Infamous first picked at both games yesterday versus DC, and it went well. What makes AA that first pick support hero?
It's because we see a lot of global lineups combined, and mostly it's because of a Necro pick, I guess. You don't wanna pick Necro yourself, but you're shutting down the Necro pick for enemy team.
Yep. We've seen, right, it used to be a lot of teams were maxing Vortex, actually, but we're back to the original build of maxing Cold Feet. It's decent amount of damage and some lockdown if you really need it, I guess.
I mean, Cold Feet's been continually buffed for a little bit. And, again, whether it blocks out certain healing compositions or heroes, lane synergy.
That was an instant Brewmaster right there. Right after the Necro, Kyle didn't even have to think about it. He just went Brew.
I like that silencer pickup a lot.
Didn't we learn the Brew, the Wind Panda's debuff doesn't take off Ghost Shroud? Wasn't it like it's supposed to, but it didn't last time we saw? I thought.
I don't think
a different spell.
It was a different spell.
Was it? Okay.
What was it? Oh, God, no.
I remember. If it does the spell, okay, that's good, yeah. But, so yeah, they instantly picked that up. We've seen their Brewmaster. I mean, they were the ones who just started picking it early in this tournament, and it was very, very good. Once again, Chessie or Limp, we'll see him play it. And there's a Darkseer. So you do have the Darkseer Earth Spirit early game combo, which is very strong. But it feels like you're lacking physical damage a lot.
Also,
that's gonna be the last pick.
Yeah.
They're putting a lot into team fight, and they already have a silencer on complexity side as well.
Well, once Darkseer gets the Guardian Greaves, he can reinitiate with the Vacuum and Wall.
It just depends on the pacing, I guess, complexity put in this game, if they even allow that to happen.
Yeah, and while there is kill potential with the Earthshaker, he's not the easiest hero to zone out. Earthshaker depends a lot on like the lane combinations. If you expect to be getting kills early on, there's just a lot of lanes where, depending on the matchup and the hero you have, you just don't have real kill potential. And then sometimes that's like a harder game for an Earthshaker. It's harder to get back into things. So we've seen games where Z-Freak is like, takes him a while to get up his levels and experience.
Earthshaker, yes. But like you said, we've seen, I think he was level 4 20 minutes in. Obviously, they're undefeated, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But he does struggle to find levels on Earthshaker. Who knows if it's intentional. Well, that's a Tinker.
I mean, Tinker's fun.
Damn.
Doesn't feel like much of a Tinker game. Tinker could be suspect to getting initiated on by Earth Spirit as well. Yep. Interesting.
It feels like he might be a little bit weak in the laning phase, but once you get, Tinker's only, you throw a laser out and you farm, unless Earth Spirit's like roaming on you, but they don't have much catch for him, right?
Only Earth Spirit, that's pretty much it. And AA vision from second skill, and maybe ulti, throwing it in the forest, that's pretty much it.
None of these heroes feel good about rolling into a Tinker either. And they could still get more synergy with the last pick. I mean, there's still Beastmaster out there if they want to run this brew safe.
Is this the first Tinker we've seen, actually?
No, Infamous played it.
Infamous did,
They don't have much tower hitters on the Dire side. Tinker has great anti-push. You already mentioned how they don't have crazy amount of catch for Tinker. It already feels like the Dire are going to be going into some sort of heavy physical single core, and now there's like double blinds on the side of complexity, so they got to get a BKB holder.
We expected
for sure.
Jakiro to be kind of contested in this draft as well, but it's untaken by both sides.
They're saving it for game number 2.
Yeah, you're right, untouched. So, We're on Complexity's pick, but if you're the Dire, I mean, they need physical damage. What are you looking at against? You already know Tinker and Brew are going to be the main cores.
And they need physical damage that builds a BKB and can build into MKB as well to remove the laser and all the miss from the Brew. Maybe a Sven.
Okay. Also clear stacks, get farm as long as Tinker's not stealing your stacks.
It's good.
Clinks maybe, but it's
good
still single target.
with the Darkseer as well, with the combo they have. Stormhammer into vacuum.
It's going to be a Pugna from Complexity.
And I was wondering this already, but I don't know if Anti-Mage seems like a, maybe it takes a bit of space to protect that, but again, a pretty good fit against Complexity cores. You might get pushed down early.
Pugna against Anti-Mage we've seen yesterday. They don't have any good defense on side of the Dire.
They don't have any really good ways to get rid of the ward. The ward's going to be in the middle of a march of machines. They'll be blinded if they even want to hit it.
Is this going to be an offlane Pugna or an offlane Brew? Because we know Moo does play it. It's the only reason I ask.
Yeah, whoa, what are they?
Might depend on the last pick before they commit to that.
Who's the safe lane?
Yeah, I really do kind of like the Pugna because maybe like they were thinking like Jack, right? The Anti-Mage, and after seeing it yesterday, I mean, you can't really kill a Pugna with AA plus Anti-Mage or something. Like the Pugna can just decrep the AM and run away.
Yeah, I think they also probably want this Pugna to match up against the Darkseer. They probably know that it has to be a physical damage core here. Oh. So they're good with the Brewmaster being up against that to slow down his farm.
There we go. The Juggernaut.
Select you.
Better than them.
Grant, introduce the lineups.
Yo, here we go. The beats. Is there a better one? The beat's kind of lame, bro.
All right. Nice try though.
I mean, that was a soft beat, right, Jack?
I don't know how many beats I have in here.
I don't know, but I'll run down the Radiant list. Maybe find another beat. We're gonna have Limp playing on Tinker. Cole, Kyle is going to be playing Silencer, obviously, with his new name. Bottom lane, though, they are going to actually go into a little bit of fight. Misery taking a ton of damage. We do see Moo picks up the Bounty Rune. They get some good harass on these early guys. Run down the rest of them. Chessie will be playing on the Brewmaster in possibly a little bit of trouble. He's health potting up, though, early. And, it actually gets hit off early by PPD, who's just throwing his chilly hands at him.
Yeah, so Complexity wants the Pugna to match up with the Darkseer. And then, because again, the Pugna could be in a difficult situation against this dual lane with the Juggernaut spin as well. So, yeah, and they want him to just be able to slap the on-shell, burst out the waves. Kill the creeps.
In middle lane, we actually see Misery missing his role. He has Orb of Venom. He can just run Kyle down here, right? He's going to try to juke into the jungle, but unfortunately, he will not be able to. And this is just going to be an easy first blood.
He needs help from his brother.
Try to die to Ancients.
Oh, wow. Okay, just easy rundown. The Silencer just a little too far out of position.
Yeah, very aggressive,
man.
And like you said, I mean, Misery missed his first roll, but he still was kind of near him, zoned him out. Just, I mean, Orb of Venom against the Silencer. He has no move speed at all. That was a very quick first blood. Nicely done by Misery. We see Chessie and Z-Freak, and now even Kyle coming up top. He's like, all right, my bad, Limp. I'll go top. I won't feed mid anymore. Misery now fighting Z-Freak one-on-one. Doesn't have enough for a stun quite yet. Still needs a little bit of mana. And Misery, man, he's just getting a lot out of this. They're going to roll forward. They're going to hit Chessie. The cold feet. Will it freeze him? It will. They don't do that much damage, unfortunately. And Kyle actually does. Already used the Arcane Curse. Z-Freak punching PPD. He throws out the stun, and, well, he gets a lot of creeps. Yeah, he got a lot of creeps there. And no one died, so they're fine with that. Chessie had another health potion from Kyle. And they're just going to sustain in the lane. I haven't even talked about bottom lane. It's Pugna, like you said, up against Darkseer. 5-5 versus
probably a win for both sides, I imagine here.
Yeah.
Darkseer will always be able to get the farm, especially if it's a one-on-one with the help of his Iron Shells, but Pugna could do that and be able to zone back the Darkseer a bit.
Yeah, always getting those denied range creeps. That's the problem with Darkseer in lane. Like, you see a lot now that range creeps are so much experience, like, you're always getting denied versus Darkseer too. And you lose a lot of experience in the lane because of that. Wait, let's see if he gets it. He missed. All right. Limp, level 4 against CCNC, level 3, 11-7 versus 5-1, and I mean, you see it right there.
Yeah.
He's saving 2 points too. He just gets 2 in laser. The miss chance is there. It does a ton of harass damage. This is a rough matchup for anyone, Tinker versus you with the laser.
And Tinker's just such a good hero in terms of one-on-ones.
Yeah.
Right? Like the laser, he starts with a good mana pool, starts with a decent amount of HP as well. Good animation, good base damage, just a strong solo.
Yeah, not only can you laser the enemy hero to harass and stop them, I mean, level 1 we saw him laser and creeps to get that early CS, get those early range creeps. And now Moo sees some shady with Zai over here, knocks off his clarity. And he's just trying to farm the double stack, throwing an ion shell on the creeps. But Moo is not having any of this. He blasts down, gets all of them but one. Top lane though, Chessie getting initiated on. We do see the boulder kick. Spin's gonna fly out from Pycat. This looks like a Chessie death, and it will be. Pycat picks up the kill. And another kill for them. They are still down in gold, but a good tri-lane kill. Now they can zone Kyle out as well.
Good patience from
Zo.
Misery on that one. Yeah, I mean, they had the ward behind the tower early from Cole, but I guess Misery was just hiding in the fog that whole time and waited for them to get too far forward.
And that's the problem, right? With early levels of like a tri-lane Earthshaker, he throws out a stun, and then it feels like he doesn't do much.
The Juggernaut pick is actually looking pretty brilliant for lane purposes. He doesn't care about missing against the Brewmaster when he can just spin on him and kill him with help. And he certainly wouldn't have cared about the Pugnas to crep either. In fact, he would have encouraged it.
Damn, encouraged it?
Fine, maybe not encouraged it, but I mean, if, you know, he puts himself in harm's way even more with Decrepify.
Yeah. Middle lane, we see Misery comes, helps CC. There's a health potion. He's back to full. Tinker's almost a full level up now.
If they want to make a gank on the Pugna, they probably want to do it before he gets level 6. Misery's heading that way.
Or before he heals, yeah, because they know he's actually low with very little regen, so if they want to gank him there. Unfortunately, Zai has to go back and heal himself.
They just give an Iron Shell to Misery, and he could just run him down.
Yeah. Are you nervous, though, if you are? I mean, you're up 2-0, but you just see this Pugna free farming, while even Chessie's still getting a little bit of farm himself on the top lane. Is Pugna to be one of those heroes that can carry the mid game for him?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I expect this tower to not be able to last too long under the Withering Assault. And they don't have great options for ganking him. It's really just the Earth Spirit. But that's the issue with the early game as well. There really isn't much burst damage here, unless they rotate the Necrophos or the Juggernaut early to participate in these kills.
The scary thing is if they start putting all their focus then on a powerful Pugna, they're going to begin to neglect someone like the Tinker. And then the Tinker's going to show up in the later part of the game. And yeah, Complexity could look like they have a very significant draft advantage at that point.
And we do see the ward just died. Radiant had a big camp here that scouted out Misery running down there. It's dead now, but there's a very, very good ward. It countered 2 ganks already bottom. And middle lane, we're going to see a Roland coming on Limp. He's going to get the heal. CCNC has his ulti. Nice stun. Will he be able to get around? Oh, is that enough? No! Woo! And he will just get out there. The Heartstopper aura. Oh, man, and Kyle might have just tanked one for the team. He won't even die as well. My God, that was... He had 8 HP, and he barely gets out of there. Nice stun from Z-Freak, buying him that little bit of time.
Yep.
What a well-timed gank, too, because CCNC probably was like, hey, I've almost got 6. He doesn't know it just yet. If you roll in right now, we might be able to catch him off guard.
Man, I got to give props to Misery. I was saying I wasn't going to be sure what to see, and he's been landing some good rolls and stuff, but top.
Top lane, nothing happening. Don't worry, I got you, Lucas.
But he's connecting. He's back at bottom lane again. They still want to put attention on the Pugna somehow, but we'll have to see how they're going to get it.
And then here we go. Possible rolling coming now. He will roll through, like you said, behind a tower now. And Moo's like, uh-oh, I know people are here. He's not too nervous. He actually has life drain up very shortly. If he uses his boulder stun a little too early, it could just mean he's going to get life drain. Now Misery kind of stuck behind the tower here.
And I have no TP, and you're...
He's probably nervous. He's like, someone might TP in. He's going to roll out. Now we see Chessie farming up some neutrals up top of his teammate. Uh-oh, CCNC's in a lot of trouble. He's trying to get the Shrine. Z-Freak's trying to block him. Unfortunately, he can't. He's only level 2, so he doesn't have that point aftershock. And CCNC will live. Misery TP's in to help, but at least he'll also get the Ancient Camp stack, so...
Well, thank goodness that Shrine was there and not used promptly at 5 minutes. That's for sure.
And now middle, CCNC is up a little bit, obviously, with this creep coming to the tower. It'll be about even, which Necro's happy with. Top lane, Misery's going to roll in, hits on Kyle. Chessie, he meant to hit him, and now the Boulder Stun's going to come out, only hit Kyle, so he will tank the death, and both teams are probably happy with that. The Dire's happy they did get a kill out of that, but Cole's like, well, at least Chessie didn't die. And it is a 3-0 lead right now for the Dire. Bottom lane, they're stuck in, and he goes down. Nicely done. Z-Freak with that level 1 stun is all you need when Pugna decrep and then life drains you, and he is level 8.
Yeah,
This guy's having a great lane bottom, and like Jack said, Jack, is that tower going to go down? What time do you think it's going to go down? Give me an exact time.
It really depends how much they.
Oh,
Just the number,
this is
Jack.
a political
fine.
answer.
Fine, before 11 minutes.
All right, but no, I need it. You're going with 10:55.
And if you're wrong, push-ups.
Yeah, Jack guessed 10:55.
Okay. Wow, the requirements went up. I like this. Okay, making it harder over here.
We'll just
One more time.
Oh, here we go. And this Darkseer's in so much trouble. Z-Freak will just stun him in that life drain. My God, and that is +2 as well for Kyle.
Oh my God! Oh God!
That sound like Jack after he goes on a date with Pugna to his favorite Applebee's. You see PPD now
Giannis who
moving
wants to-
bottom.
It's not gonna be 10:55.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit sooner here, it
Oh,
looks like.
brilliant observation here, Lacoste. Looks like it's going to be
8:34.
So if this is Price is Right, I'm
Not
pretty right.
bad, but no, you're way off. Yeah, you
You're
lost.
over.
Drew Carey just kicked you off the stage.
I thought they would commit more to defending it, but I guess there isn't that much they can really commit to defending tower.
Well, and right, Zai TP'd back to defend it and died again, so we didn't even have his TP up. And Zai's having a tough one. Top lane, my
Oh,
bad.
I missed that
I did.
one.
I saw it on Jack's screen. And I was like, oh, that was on me. That was on me too. Lacoste, we'll take 50-50 on
You
that.
guys missed a kill. It's the alarm.
I like it.
I was focusing on something smart to say. Pugna, once he gets that veil, look at all the magical damage from the
Yeah.
rockets, from the silencer arcane curve. That's so much. Plus, of course, Pugna ward,
Top
Shaker
lane.
as well.
Anything gonna happen here? Just Limp harassing out. Has a soul. He went Soul Ring, Raindrop, and Bottle. I guess that's pretty common. It does slow down your boots of travel by about a minute or so if you don't get ganked. But you have plenty of regen. You can actually help out your team a little bit with this build. It's interesting he's left. Oh, nice deny by Chessie middle. And Moo's here as well. Moo is so scary. He went the 4-4 build, so that Decrepify. Look at this. He's actually just going to go. He might have to commit an ulti to stop this. No.
Oh,
just
he
run
didn't
away.
cast Blast. But
Blast
he
and then
wouldn't
that.
die anyway. He has a raindrop.
Yeah. But nice harass coming in. CCNC already has his Veil as well, though. Decent farm, especially against a Tinker. He is second on the CS charts. That is insanely good. Obviously, we saw those good ganks coming in for him. Misery doing a good job moving around the map, securing a few lanes. Chessie bottles that Jack rune.
Jack.
Why isn't it the Lacoste?
Bottle of Jack.
Bottle of Jack, yeah. Gets the bottle of Jack.
You guys are on point today.
Thank you. Moo. Oh, now they might actually go in this time. Moo's going to decrep. Will throw out the blast. There's the raindrop. Misery's going in. It's a smoke from the Dire. The counter gang. Chessie will go down with that ulti
Nice.
from CCNC. Moo had to be careful because that was a perfect play by PBD. He skips past, puts the cold feet onto Moo, so he couldn't stay in the fight unless he wanted to get frozen.
PPD, perfect play D.
Perfect play D. Nice.
What's the D stand
I don't
for?
like that.
I don't know. Back to you. Grant, what does D stand for?
D stands for direct. Perfect play directly. Every time, anywhere he goes, he's on point. Bottom lane, Zai running after Kyle. This is the one person he actually can't
Yeah,
solo.
but
kill.
he doesn't know he has a
vacuum.
vacuum.
Kyle
He
not
doesn't know
know.
he doesn't have vacuum, so.
Kyle
Mind games.
doesn't know, and he's just gonna. Oh, he's juking and jiving. Unfortunately, he is coming.
Oh,
Who
there's
is
a
yellow?
stun.
Nice, but he doesn't block him in. He should die. And Z.
The old make him think he got vacuum.
Yeah.
Well, not even make him think. It's just run at him and pray that he doesn't take a chance on it.
Yeah, and that was, you know, Z-Freak missed his stuff. I mean, that one you have to thread the needle because he's hasted, or not hasted, but surged. But he let his brother down, man. Could you ever imagine that in real life? Like, hey,
Just letting
sorry
your,
you
just
died,
watching your
bro.
brother die because
Yeah.
you failed.
Yeah, sounds rough.
That
Top
sounds
lane, Chessie's
pretty
getting
real.
spun on. We know he can't really kill him because Chessie has his ulti, but he doesn't want to commit it for that. And now Pycat's level 9, but he's still tanking quite a bit of damage. Whoa, fakes the primal split on Pycat.
He's got to be careful, actually.
AA ult's flying in, actually. Could do a decent chunk of damage. Even clips onto Kyle, so it gives vision of him. They already knew he was there because he arcane cursed him, but just in case. Bottom lane, Z-Freak trying to get some levels, but Zai behind the tower cutting creeps, and Peter here as well. Ulti back him to 15. And you never really notice how quickly AA's ult cooldown 40 seconds at every level is really good.
Every fight, you'll have it for sure.
And look at this. Once again,
He's gonna
Z-Freak's gonna
block
stun him out. He gets blocked in. Z-Freak still needs to be careful. No, he doesn't. Moo just instantly blows him up. AA blast. Z-Freak. Oh, the sidestep. King shot to his Han brother. Moon meander there. And now Peter just TP's out. CCNC. I mean, this guy's farming. What does he have on the chicken? He has Tread. So he has a Tread's Veil, Wand, and Raindrop. He did very good middle. We kind of went away from it. What are you guys laughing at?
Yeah, what are you guys giggling about over here?
It's just me and Jack.
Oh, just you guys. My bad. I forgot you guys are real. Hey, you know, who's that cop duo in Lethal Weapon?
Yeah, Mel Gibson,
Gibson
and Donald
Yeah,
Glover.
which one of you is Danny
Plus-
Glover?
The black guy.
Yeah, well, which one of you is? I didn't say.
Okay.
I'll be
Misery's
Mel
gonna roll
Gibson.
forward. Okay. Oh, Highcat will get silenced, but he just spins directly at it, taking a lot of damage. He does have his ulti. Will we have a perfect time? What a silence by Misery! Oh my goodness, Misery with that perfect silence. And now Kyle, he's earned up. He's trying to run. Pycat's still low. Oh, AA blast from afar gets him. Nice blast comes out of Pugna. Kyle will die. Moo though, Moo can do a lot of damage here to Misery. He's throwing out some blasts and all that. He's gonna go in, run for it, so he doesn't get frozen. Another blast maybe, or a Zuck, or both. Won't even. Oh, he should have let him
Necro
hit the
as well.
shrine. Yeah. And there we go. Necro looks like he's in quite a bit of trouble.
You should
but
know that Reaper Scythe
Peter's
is
here.
down, but yeah, they're not going to engage.
I mean, Moo
fully.
doesn't have mana. It's a rough one. But that was
Our
who's
first
that trade
like,
favor?
First real throwdown of the
Yeah.
game, it felt like.
Who do you think
Jack?
that favors, Jack? It was a 2-for-2 trade.
Dire's top tower is under
I think it's pretty good for complexity.
Good. Limp's
Well-
farming that whole time too, right?
Limp gets to
Tinker.
farm some more. Another kill picked up from Moo. Nice plays by Misery. You guys were like,
Dude, that was
ooh, you just never
What do
played
you think? I was the one who
before.
hyped up that perfect silence, Jack.
Never played Earth.
Wait, no, you're starting to sound like Reddit right there, Jack. No, it was, I'm a little nervous because we haven't seen Misery
bottom
play a
lane.
lot, but I
Easy
already said,
kill. Uh-oh, is that going to be a
doing good.
double? No, Global Silence will fly, and now Misery's in for a bad luck, even though Jack said he's the greatest Earth Spirit player of all time. Looks like he's getting blasted down. Rocket flies, gets the kill, and he goes down. It is now an 8-8 game. It started off a little slow. Now the kills are just piling up one by one.
All right, I might have jinxed Misery there.
Yeah, you give him the caster's curse
No,
for
no.
sure.
Well, I just look as an old man. I just wanted to give that shout out to the old men still grinding in the scene, all right? Because talk about
Jack,
guys
I already
like
gave him that shout out earlier in the game.
Burning and Fear have like such
Trying
deep
to stay on
hero
Red's good
pools.
side.
I don't think
There's-
Misery is
it's just-
that old.
It's age. It's age.
I think
I
Misery
think
might be
Misery's
younger
like
than us.
26, 27.
Yeah, he's
older-
not
I'm
that, he's
older
not
than
that
all of
old,
them,
but he's
Jack.
a vet.
He's
No,
a vet.
no. He's like, listen, he's like the NBA player who came out of high school. You know what I mean? And by the time he's like 29, he's played like 12 seasons already.
Yeah, you know,
That's
LeBron.
what I mean.
Shut
That's what
Kobe.
I mean. Misery's been doing it for a while. He's been in the game for a bit.
He has. Of course, no one's down that, Jack. Everyone knows Misery was, he finally just lost his streak of TI's Valve events and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude
The
can
guys-
play every position, every hero.
Yeah, people say Load is a living legend. Misery actually is. Wait, that felt more insulting than Load. Load also is, but you know, I'm just being cool. Bottom lane, possible gank coming. Unfortunately, Tinker just TP's out. And both teams are content sitting behind one hero, hoping the other team engages on him right now.
Is this going to be a blink onto the Pugna? That's interesting.
You like it or you don't?
It's a bit unconventional. You usually see like the Aether Lens or Ags, maybe a BKB.
Huh.
Yeah, because he could have an Aether Lens right now if he breaks his mana
Like
boots.
the,
but
like
you're
the
right.
Blink Veil is like, does he think he's a Necrophos or something?
He can
What's going
decrypt
on?
Blink out of Omni.
Identity crisis here for Pugna.
Yeah, but imagine the
Oh, and the
damage
blink on
output
Panda
if he
now.
gets the lens.
Yeah.
No, and now we see a blink both on Pugna and Panda. And like we said, timings, right? They happen at the exact same time. There's definitely a chance of fighting, but CCNC out-denied a Pugna and a Siege unit. That's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, it's time to fight now for Complexity 2. Blink Daggers, Arcane Rune plus a Haste Rune on Brood. That's Jack plus Lacoste
Yep.
rune combo.
Yep. And there's bottom lane. They're pushing it in. Just Misery. They're like, Radiant, they probably wanted to make him commit TPs. And like, wait, why is just an Earth Spear hitting our tower? We do see Chessie running bottom with double rune. Now gets to triple in the bounty. We'll call that one Dakota's because he's the king. He loves that King Midas's touch.
Thanks, man.
So wait, that was a real story, right? Like King Midas tried to touch a girl that he liked and turned her to gold, right? So his true love was gone.
I don't actually
That
know.
was the moral of the story, I think.
I don't know the King.
Oh,
Midas
middle
story.
lane? They're going on CC&C. Might be a kill. A Blast is going to fly. Will it be enough to bring down Tinker? It is. And look at this. The Necro still alive himself. Just heal after heal. Kyle will go down as well. And this gank is failing miserably. CC&C is just healing through all of this because he got that hero kill. They're still trying to bring him down. Chessie, nice stun by Misery. Chessie can't even swing on him. He's going to get searched down. This is going to be a 3 for 0.
That's the problem. Once Necro gets a kill, the region he gets is just too much.
Yep.
Come at the king, best not miss.
And then
Earthshaker has a blink dagger as well, so that's a triple or
triple blink. And
I also want to
Tinker
commend
will too.
CC&C here for this Hood of Defiance pickup, the casual hood. You
Yeah,
see
that
some
kept
Necros
him
get it,
alive.
some don't, but against the heavy magical burst here of complexity, it was so crucial right there. And the trust in the teammate, the trust in the blast is going to land like just at the same time before the Reaper Scythe goes off to get you the kill.
Oh, Moo down bottom might be in a little trouble. Early blast coming. A little, you know, they went for it. And we do see Tinker trying to TB bottom, just cancel after. I mean, the creep died too, but I don't think he would have gone with it. He did go the. It looks like he is going Manta first. Sometimes we see Yashin to defusal on Jug. The
yeah,
Manta
he just wants
for
to
global,
remove
right?
the Drunken Haze,
And
Laser, Global
A lot of
Silence, the
stuff.
Cryptify, whatever.
And we do see Limp as well, so it's going to be a 4 Blink Dagger
Yeah,
lineup.
I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, you need to have some more items besides the mobility.
Yeah.
Well, this has been their forte though, right? Like they synchronize their
4 is
items
too
very
much.
well. You saw like the blink on CK and stuff. Like they have their own takes on some of these heroes, and then they coordinate very well.
Yep. And
Dire's been matching them blow for blow so far.
Mid lane.
middle lane looks like a solo kill coming into Kyle from Misery. And that's big. That gets him to level 10 now. Does he take? No, he didn't take a talent. I mean, his talents are pretty garbage, I guess.
Didn't take it down.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
And Limp is level 13 on the Tinker, getting close to that blink.
Oh, they're
but
gonna find
Dire's-
Earthshaker on bottom lane.
They are. They're going to spin onto him. Will he freeze? No, but it won't matter. He tries to time the stun. He was probably going to die either way. But another pickup. So 13 to 8, a 2K lead now for the Dire side. Middle lane. Misery's just going to kick a boulder, stop Pugna from killing him. We do see a rotation in from Zai. He surged up. Moo jukes a little bit over. He does have a blink, but he doesn't get it off. Nice vacuum. Roll through. He's just juking. Nicely done there.
Zai has a full pipe.
Damn. So
It's a lot of heal damage from Necro. Hood of Defiance on Necro as well.
Yeah.
Plus a pipe. Pretty unkillable. You just need to probably control him with the Storm Panda.
Oh, and Kyle.
Radiant's
They
bottom
ping
tower
out
is
actually
under
exactly
attack.
where he placed the ward. They're guessing, and it will be there if they want to counter it.
Yeah, they've itemized very well for the damage of complexity. And I think your complexity, you would have wanted to take more T2s at this point. You would have expected to take another good fight and have more of these objectives off the map, so you can start taking Roche and establishing more map control. But right now, it's still pretty wide open, and now it's becoming harder for them to actually fight the Dire.
Yeah, it is. We do see the Aether lens up on Pug now, so we know Pugna can put in a ton of damage like he's doing right now. He will get the boulder smash, but the rocket flies in with Decrep, and that is an instant kill onto him. And we do see if they do find one pick off, Decrep plus the Tinker TPing in.
Yeah, look at the damage output. Spell Amp, 13% plus 25 from Veil.
That was a lot of damage they do.
Panda on the mid lane.
Will be an AA blast coming in. Won't matter. He just casts his ulti. He's going to throw one up into the air. Chicken's zooping in. Peter is from behind. He actually brings down Zai. And now he doesn't have enough mana to throw him up again because of that. And now he's just going to swing down on this Earth Spirit. He spins, realizes, oh wait, that guy's magic immunity, and goes out. Z-Freak will stun to block him in. I'm not really sure what team wants to commit to anything here.
They just wanted to kill Panda, but Necro was a little bit too far to cast a Reaper Sight and just finish off the Panda. I don't think Complexity wants to fight before Panda has his ulti up once again.
We do see, looks like Dire is smoking around. Moo doesn't have much mana. Uh-oh, Z-Freak is going to get spotted out. He has a blink. Kyle doesn't. He's just going to blink right. They might just get Kyle here. We'll see if he can juke and drive. He has a TP up. Oh, slow roll in
Put
there.
the
No
boulder
boulder. Kyle,
He's
gonna
saving
throw,
it.
he might try to TP after that, and they might have overcommitted. They do have Moo. Blinks forward. They're going for it. Z-Freak stuns a little bit too late, so Moo's life drain ends. A blast hits him, and they all just want to get out of here now, I think. Oh no, Z-Freak might be the one left in the dust. Has a blink up in one. Kyle, he's gone. Z-Freak possibly gone. No, he's chilling. Oh, and the scan. It looks like he's in it, but nope, it is green. This guy is Why is he still here? Maybe they'd want to fight behind
he's
him
setting up
bottom,
here.
at the top lane. Yeah, CC&C. Now this is the toughest kill, and I think they know that. They're like, I'm not sure we're getting this guy.
No
Panda
tower
can
behind
actually
him, though.
dispel pipe effect.
Oh, okay. He doesn't have his ulti up right now, or else they might have gone there. Chessie is level 12 now, so we'll have the level 2 Panda ult for next fight. It increases the Fire Panda, especially the right-click damage is huge.
Yeah, that's something, what Lacoste said. That's something Complexity did earlier in the tournament, too. I can't remember who against, but Chessie had brought it up in the interview. Yeah, Panda just easily gets rid of pipe.
Yep, and top lane, Moo still farming. CC&C's kind of here. He went 4 staff. Where does he go after this? Does he go some like an Atos, or does he finish off a second pipe?
Nah, you don't want to have a second pipe, I guess. I mean, since Panda can dispel it, not the best item.
Oh, and Moo will jump in, but just a 4 staff away, and I hear an ulti going somewhere. That's something
Right behind
you
him.
caught it.
Pycat just solo killed Earthshaker.
All right, so Pycat does use his ulti, gets that solo kill, has a full Manta, and he actually almost has a full Diffusal as well. Pycat getting a ton of farm. And the person we haven't talked much about is that Tinker, who has Aetherlands, Blink, Boots of Travel, going Ags.
Jack, what do you think about 23 minutes? I'll hold that
Middle
for
lane,
later.
yep, they're going in. Tinker's going to TP, and they're like, never mind, let's not.
23 minute, I
Charge!
transitioned into net worth. Is that good?
It's a few minutes late. You probably started getting flamed about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, you'll get flamed at 12, but it's cool if you do it until about 15. Global Silence is going to fly, looks like, for bottom lane, just so Limp can live. That's a pretty
He got
worthy
hit with
global,
what looked
right?
like a magnetize, so
Yeah.
a silence will stop Misery from dropping any stones. Or anything.
But global is down now. Should Dire do something to maybe punish that? Just fight or no? No, I don't think so either. I agree with you guys. Moo, top lane, gonna be farming. Moo's doing a good job of just split. Like, right, they have this Pugna and Tinker just split pushing. Uh-oh, Kyle. I don't think you're living through this one, my good friend. And he will just get absolutely demolished. AA Blast coming out, and that short cooldown doesn't matter too much. Earth Spirit gets that. He has an earned Blink now. This seems to be just every Earth Spirit build. Sometimes we saw Yules before Blink, but I think even Flea now. I guess it depends, but even then, always
it
Blink first.
depends if. I mean, I don't know. He could have gone Yules as the silence this game and the blind.
We'll
or
see
something, but-
CNC. This is and right by the shrine. There is no way in hell are they gonna go for this next to the shrine. He's running away from the shrine now though. We're gonna see the blast come. He is gonna try to stun him up. He's still in the drain. Needs to throw the stun a little late. Tinker Rocket will fly in another one. Z-Freak stunning up. They do get him. Oh man, if he just stayed near that shrine, could have been a better fight, but he does run away. They get the kill. Limp does.
And he did dispel the Ghost Shroud there.
Yep. So Lacoste 100% was 100%.
I don't think he dispelled Ghost Shroud.
All right, Jack.
Because I saw Earthshaker using Echo Slam and not dealing damage because I guess he was in a ethereal form. We'll have to see about that.
Oh, look like Misery trying to get away. Oh, Chessie tried to block it off. It's so hard to block that roll. You can just freaking left, right, north, south, and every soggy waffles kind of compass
He
plays.
dispelled it. He cast a Ghost Shroud and lasted like a second, and then I looked at the Brewmaster cooldown. He just
Alright.
dispelled that.
Oh, no, it'd be a good soundbite. The friggin' Kelso saying burn.
I think it's dispellable.
Okay,
yeah,
noted.
but I don't think he
just thought
dispelled it there. That's all I'm saying.
All right,
but-
so we're definitely going to see some replay watching coming for this extremely menial thing, and I appreciate it, though.
No,
Yeah,
no,
good
let's
stuff,
zero in. So what could have happened there?
Yeah,
then if
here,
he
I'll
didn't
give you.
dispel
Wait. The time's at 25:40. This argument needs
Ghost
to
Shroud
end by
lasts,
26:10. Go.
Ghost Shroud lasts 4.5 seconds, but it only lasted like. What else could have happened to it? Is there diffusal? There isn't a
No.
diffusal on Radiant.
Oh, they actually
Bottom
managed
lane
to
looks like
find
they're
the
going in.
Kyle once
They are
again.
going to find a silencer, and he goes down. You have 10 seconds to talk about this if you want to finish this out.
You know, it's like a whodunit. You know, like you go there whodunit.
Well, the good thing that we do have replays in Dota 2, unlike some of the other MOBAs out there, so we will be able to go back and look at that.
Oh, what a win!
Really, they don't have replays in LOL or Pawn?
They used to not. They might now, though, but I don't know.
I still don't think they do for League.
Yeah, it's a real special thing. But Echo Saber now up on the Panda.
What a game. Well, at least if you're copying the game.
Oh,
you
middle
can
lane. Moo's
copy
actually just going to
what's
find
good.
AA and destroys him. That gives him level 18 as well. He's going to have an agony. He gets the tower. Moo is styling on these small Suns right now. He's going to try to run away. His blink isn't up. Zai is going to try to bring him down. Do we have an ulti? Pycat's just going to throw it out. Chessie will ulti. It's going to take out all the damage. It's going to save move. Now Zai's in a ton of trouble. We're going to see a blink forward by Z-Freak. Smacks him up, and that's an easy turnaround kill. And this is the Cole we're used to seeing. They felt like they were a little bit down. Now they're going forward. Pycat will Manta off nicely. That life drain. They need that healing ward. Yep, here comes Misery. Gets a 2-man ulti off, but here comes Limp. He's going in, throws out the laser. Global Silence Fly so they can't spin or do anything. But he will just run away. He does have the Manta speed plus phase boots. Limp does get Misery on the backside. Now Moo's going to get spun down. He goes down. CC&C. I didn't even see where he was.
They're getting killed running into the back line of the fight, trying to help their allies. There's a decrep onto the
Jack, it's not over yet, man. It's not over yet. Chill. AA Blast's going to fly. They're actually going to find Chessie. Looks like one hit from Pycat. Yep. And that is the kill. What a fight. All right, Jack, tell me what happened with CC&C. I didn't even see him that whole fight, and then he just died.
Yeah, he came in up the hill through like the Tinker March, and I think he got decrepified. he just died to rockets as well. So almost like collateral kill right there for Complexity. But yeah, the start of that fight, Pycat pops the ult. Obviously, you can't purge anything on the Brewmasters, but I don't think he either didn't get the defusal off or the Pugna wasn't close enough. It didn't bounce onto him, so they weren't able to kill the Pugna, and that meant they just continued to surge forward with that momentum. Obviously, you can TP onto the Brewmaster spirits as well, so Tinker's able to get back in.
Yep. So as we see, Pugna level 18, Tinker 18 with the Ags now, just throwing out that instant laser, and now he can just refresh, right? If he mantas off the laser, he can just instantly do it again and use it on all the illusions plus him. This Tinker feels like he might definitely be the game changer here for him. Obviously, when you pick him, he should be, but
I think Dire has done as good of a job in contesting map control and early aggression as anyone, and not being run over. But you still see it at these at some moments. Complexity coordination has been awesome to watch.
Yeah, and I think one of the bigger things is this Necro was Veil, Treads, Hood, 4-staff at 22 minutes, and it is now 29 minutes, and he only has 2K. I think that's a big problem. He's just falling behind because he doesn't have the mobility of like a Blink. He just has that 4-staff. I do want to give a shout out. PPD, you know, has the infamous shrine in his base, you know. No longer bleeding blue. Bottom lane, possible fight. Moo will go down. We see the AA Blast flying too. Z-Freak should drop. Chessie does get the kill on Misery. It's going to be a 2-for-1 right now. They're running forward. Pycat running out of mana and everything. He does. Has that wall, though. He's going to try to phase boot away. If we have another stun, we see that laser just bouncing around. Global Silence Fly. CC&C might be in a little trouble. They throw Zai up in the air. They might just want to disengage here. Or they want to keep chasing someone. Spin's going to happen. Kyle might go down. Gets the wand off. And they bring him down. A 3-for-1 trade. But look at this. Oh my goodness. The Tinker's doing so much damage. He jumps forward, kills Pycat. He might get more. He still has the bottle. He's going to refresh. He has a soul ring now. Uh-oh. They see CC&C trying to freeze him up. Peter with the nice ulti. Will it be enough to snipe him? It is. He will go down. Good vision, like we said, from the electric vortex of AA. Will they chase down Chessie too? CC&C's full everything because he's got every hero kill.
I love how you said they see CC&C. We needed more of those C's.
Gotcha.
The fight started pretty good for the Dire, but Earthshaker had Glimmer Cape ready. One thing he could have done is just use a Glimmer Cape on Pugna and run on the other side so Jug ulti doesn't hit anyone, actually. I think both of them could actually live there.
What's going to make a big difference coming forward, and has continued to, is basically who starts the fight. The Dire lineup is very burst dependent. They're very ult dependent, a lot of burst. If you fight in a small area or they get the jump on you, they can end fights very quickly. There's a lot more sustain coming out on the side of Complexity, whether it's Brewmaster or whether it's Pugna and Tinker who get off multiple rounds of spells and start destroying people. So that's really, like, whose terms are these fights going to be taken on? And that last fight was clearly on the Dires. They still took some casualties, but they managed to get rid of Moo really early on, and that was huge to their success.
One question, maybe to any of you. It doesn't feel like Global Silence has had that big of an impact this game. That one felt even pretty late, right?
Yeah, that felt like, I don't think he had it up at the, I'm not sure if he had it up at the start, but it felt like a very awkward global, where they didn't really have any retaliation.
Top lane, they're actually going to find Moo by himself. Misery is just going to go all in on him. We're going to see Tinker TPing in now. Moo actually dodges the roll on accident, I think. Oh, Vacuum Man, ulti should fly. He does it on the wrong person, does it on Limp. They're going to get both of them either way, though, and wow, Chessie's running in now. They're trying to kill his Pugna Ward, doing a ton of damage. Zai might be in a little bit of trouble. He is just going to surge away. It is level 3. Can run for a little bit longer. Has Blink. Doesn't get it off. Chessie will find that kill. Will he be punished for it? CC&C doesn't really have mana, though. Chessie will pop his ultimate, but will it be for anything here? We have a buyback from the Tinker if he really wants to maybe come back into this fight. They're just going to swing down on Misery. Pycat throws down the healing ward. It's just Chessie versus 3 right now. Where's the rest of his team? They're coming in from the right side. Z-Freak is here. Who does he want to go on, though? He doesn't know. Panda's about to stop. He wants to probably just blink away when he deforms his Panda illusions, and there it is. Well, that was a lot of talk for nothing.
I don't know where
Earthshaker does go forward. He's going to go in for him. Oh, the ulti flies, but Glimmer capes it off. And is he going to go for Misery? Is he going to try to style on him? Oh, if he just hits him, but he blinks away. Z-Freak has a blink. He smacks him, but he still has a little bit of HP regen that earned. Nice kick, takes off a range drum. Now Pycats get at body, and he has another Glimmer. Nope, Diffusal Blade.
Diffusal took away the mana for the Glimmer.
And that was almost a style by Z-Freak, but instead Misery, you know, he may have some, you know, not drinking enough milk. His bones may be a little frail, but he's still got the moves.
Earthshaker had a TP ready. I checked. There is a shrine. He could have TP'd top. I don't know. Seems like a pretty weird fight. 3 versus 4.
Yeah, and then Chessie versus 1v3, just the Panda. It felt like, you know, maybe if Earthshaker wanted to go in right, Tinker could have bought back and gone to that fight. Yeah, I mean, hindsight. But.
Well, he would have bought back if they think they can wipe them and get the Roche after, so Tinker gets the Aegis. Otherwise, it's not worth it.
Yeah, and it feels bad because they do have a pretty weak Roshing team, obviously, with, I mean, when Panda's your best form of damage against it.
I think if you're Complexity, you want to hold off till your cores have BKBs. It just feels like there's too much burst right now. And again, if you're starting fights, it's okay because you can blink in afterwards to a good position. If they're initiating on you, it's not. And so, again, credit to the Dire for just starting these fights before Complexity looks ready to take them. They're still pushing out waves, and the Dire's already jumping on them. So that's definitely the right thing to do from their perspective. But once the BKBs are up, it's going to be a lot harder to bring down some of these heroes. And, again, the sustained edge probably goes to Complexity.
I have a decree.
Okay.
Every time there's an Ice Blast that lands, you have to go, yay!
All right.
Every Ice Blast
that lands on a hero.
Yeah,
the game's gonna end in 2 Ice Blasts, so we're good.
I know, I'll get one in before it ends.
Oh, Lacoste prediction. Game ends in 2 Ice Blasts.
All right, and you have to do 20 push-ups. This is wrong. Then we see Dire now smoking in, going middle.
This game is far from over.
Misery, though, he's ready. He has that blink up. He is going Yule's next. Almost has it. One more kill. They're looking for anyone they can. They're just going to push out middle. Chessie needs to be careful. He BKBs early. They knew this fight was coming. He gets a big stomp. He's going to find Zai and Misery. Will he get the stun up before he rolls away? Nope. He will find Darkseer. No, they're missing all their stuns right now, actually. On the backside, we see a perfect ulti coming on Limp, and that might just destroy the hope of Complexity. They will bring down Zai, though. Limp is buying back. Misery still just rolling away. Pycat's chunking away somewhere. Limp just throwing lasers all over the place. CCNC, BKB. Z-Freak looks like he will die. Bring him down. Moo gets a double kill up onto PPD. They blink forward. Misery's getting smacked up by Chessie. Ulti flies from CCNC. Limp diebacks. Kyle might die and he crits. Nope, he's still alive. Moo is just zucking CCNC, but he's losing all his mana because it's Diffusal. Chessie gets that crit, gets that slow. He goes uphill, calls him out, but he will spin TP away. And, well, Dire's definitely happy with that fight just because the 2 Limp kills. Damn. Tinker down for 120 seconds already. Oh, I forgot. My bad, King.
It's okay.
I actually didn't see it, so maybe it didn't happen if I don't see it, right?
It was pretty close.
Jaden Smith. No.
I saw it.
CCNC.
It didn't happen if I don't see it.
Necro, like Jack said, that perfect BKB by Necro that just stopped all the damage coming. Then he just healed up. Once Necro gets that first kill in the fight, I mean, that regen you get from it is just insane.
Again, the Dire continue to make the right call here, which is to jump Complexity before they're ready to fight.
Uh-oh, middle lane, you die. That distinctly hit him. Pycat will just swing down Kyle. Yeah, it feels like they're, like you said, it even felt like Cole might have, they wanted that fight, right? The early BKB with Chessie, he knew they were coming in, but then a canceled TP by someone on the Dire, and it felt like they were just out of position.
Yeah, the thing is, he commits BKB, uses it for 3 seconds, then splits right after, so 7 seconds of BKB is wasted.
Yeah. And now we see with
but he needs to control the fight with his Storm Panda and Dispel.
The reason Dire takes this Roche, they do at least, they have a Juggernaut here who has some items. He has a full BKB queued up. Is he just going to go for it? He has enough money. Or will he go damage because he has an Aegis?
I think he has a lot of damage, actually. He just needs to survive and hit more.
Makes sense. And the Dire here going for this early win. They know if they get this win, they're in the playoffs. And you know they are just, I mean, they're probably trying every match. But this one in the back of their head, they know this is the most important one.
All right,
It
King's
is still
Decree.
possible for them to be
If
first
Complexity
place, so-
starts winning and coming back into the game, Jack, you need to be play-by-play and hype it up.
Well, you're not the king.
Dakota, back me up.
That is leading to a decree idea I have for the next game, so we'll
All
save
right.
it.
Well,
We'll save
Chessie,
it.
Chessie is level 22 now. He wants to get to that
This guy
level
Lacoste
25.
shows up in a beanie and starts thinking he can make King's Decree from his jester position. Come on, Lacoste.
Moo, he does have that items. He needs to be, once Pugna gets a BKB, that's a very big fight changer as well. But there's good use of Blinks and Force Staffs from the Dire. It never feels like Moo's getting off like a full life drain or even that big of one. And definitely during that last fight, I saw too, Earthshaker missed his stun. That would have secured him a kill.
So
Yeah, it
PJ,
feels like he needs to be able to stand his ground.
and
You know,
Now go ahead, Lacoste.
PJ
Yeah.
actually went for a basher instead because he has Aegis, so I guess
so
he
like what I
feels
said, man, I'm a
comfortable.
genius.
Yeah.
One of the greatest play-by-plays of all time. I think right behind Dylon and Ja Rule. We do see a smoke gank coming out from Radiant. Gonna go top lane. Chessie actually just hitting this tower up. Peter is gonna throw him in. He's just gonna pop his BKB. Limp is coming in as well. This guy needs to be careful though. He's died quite a bit. He actually doesn't commit to it. He does use his full BKB that time and splits, and he's just gonna hit down this tower. Look at that Earth Panda damage. You remember the Alacrity. Blinken, CC&C is just gonna get kited up in the air by the Storm Panda. Wants to throw him up again. This should be a free tower, and it is. Are they just gonna somehow get out of here? He's going forward, throws up the Juggernaut. Seafree could be in a little trouble. They don't have vision. He's trying to get out, has Blink, will get away, and damn, that was a hectic, I mean, Complexity technically won the fight if there was one, right? They got the tower down.
Dire's bottom shrine.
Jack, what happened in that fight? There's nothing
That's what
happened.
they would have wanted to do.
Yeah.
Just start with the blink, either initiate onto someone or even hit buildings. Maybe have the Tinker lay down some march behind, which he's afraid to do at this point
Yeah.
because of the initiation. But yeah, they again, like, they want the tempo to be in their favor. Both teams benefit tremendously from that.
Yeah. And we do see the net worth. Juggernaut at 19,000 new grade. Whoa, and Misery actually finds Limp. Neither of them expect to see each other there. Luckily, Limp does get a blink away. And he's just going to keep farming up. AA Blast flies in, almost hits Limp.
Yeah, and you know they're going to retaliate on that.
Yeah. No Panda ulti and up. Kyle will get decrept. He didn't, I almost feel he didn't even want to use that Diffusal Blade, but he's like, I just want to pick off this kill and not let him try to do anything.
He has no escape mechanism.
Yeah. Sword Spirit does have his Yules now as well. And we're going to see a lot of Complexity split pushing and just cutting lanes. Trying to stop these pushes from the Aegis Juggernaut.
Panda getting close to Radiance, actually.
Do you like that instead of, say, something like an Assault Curious that can help them maybe take more buildings if they try to cheese them?
Oh, Pugna
Oh,
getting
Moo is
pulled
just
on.
going to die,
Ooh.
yep. If you didn't know, you can get diffused during Omni Slash, right? I'm not dumb.
Yep.
There's 4 blinks on the Dire.
Oh, and
team,
look at
so
Z-Freak will get ulted. Has the Glimmer Cape, so he won't die to it, but Peter, yay, gets the snipe there. And all.
the gem.
Cool. Okay. And we talked about this earlier on that one podcast, right? These technical timeouts. Really does feel like, you know, they just lost 3 heroes in 3 different spots. Maybe Kyle wants to cool down the team. Honestly, maybe that is what's going on.
Well, it's the question that's coming with this music, Dakota. Oh, it's just for the pause.
What's your favorite vegetable, Jack?
Vegetable. I'm gonna have to go with broccoli.
Wrong.
Yes.
You had to answer with what is broccoli because it was a Jeopardy question.
Correct.
Yes.
What
And-
is correct?
Yep.
Me.
Grant is correct.
And, well, there's 2 heroes down now. One has buyback. It's Pugna. Earthshaker does not. Luckily, he didn't get that Scythe kill on him, though, with that Glimmer Cape. And Misery just trying to push out top of CC&C. He's almost 25.
Yeah, but they stole the gem from Earthshaker.
That is extremely good. Kyle?
We didn't talk about Darkseer, has a BKB and the pipe, like super ultra defensive build against the Global and Pandas.
Here we go. Panda does have his Radiance now. Limp, we see just spamming out rockets, trying to keep him out. But middle lane, it's getting pushed in because there's no March spam. And he just throws that Arcane Curse. Chessie blinks forward, actually. That's going to be that. Brings him back.
You're having too much fun, Dakota, with that soundboard.
Trying to make it like you know, sports arena. You guys are big basketball.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, I
you
was
talk
ready
about
for that
basketball every
defense.
goddamn chance you get. So I mean,
Yeah, I
like
love
it.
Larold Bird.
Larold Bird was a classic.
Pycat brings the tower down. He is now at 22,000 net worth. Still has that BKB plus a Moonshard queued up. It feels like they don't really have too much of an answer for this Juggernaut anymore. With the Manta split, the spin, you can't really laser sheep him all that much when the Tinker finally does have it.
Yeah,
Aegis
they have pretty good high ground defense, so
Yeah.
it's not going to be it's
walk
going to be a tough shell for Dire to crack. But I think at some point this game, like their timing passed them a little bit, and they had to recognize that they need to back off and maybe get BKBs or get the next set of items that would allow them to stand their ground in fights.
Yeah.
But instead, they again credit to Dire for continually forcing them to take fights that they did not want to take.
Yep, all right, this could be it. Oh, Dire's going to scan. No one's there yet, but the Radiant is actually moving that way. Misery might be the first guy. They will go forward. He's going to try to roll. No, he won't even try to roll. That's a quick pick on Misery. This might give him bottom tower, right?
Oh,
Which
this
is
Panda
something.
wants to pick up that double damage. Just beat the tower down.
So, okay, this is actually a strange one. That Brewmaster, that 140 attack speed's a lot, but is 2,000 health on all your primal split units?
The attack speed, once you go for this build,
too
is
good.
just too good. You'll see.
That is so much. 140, that is, what?
Plus
Dou-
Echo
that's
Saber,
double
it looks,
70.
yeah, plus it looks like he's hitting all the time.
Hyperstone's 50. My man is actually just going to swing. He's going to look like Ken Griffey Jr. out there hitting some dangers.
Oh, it was NFL. I got MLB right here.
No, that's NFL too.
No, this is MLB.
That's MLB.
Jack, are you positive? Would you bet your firstborn child on
I
it?
mean, it literally says MLB.
I was just
on the
checking, Jack.
soundboard.
We do see Brown,
think
Pycat.
it
Whoa,
might be a
whoa,
generic
Limp and
Fox
Pycat. This could be very bad. Limp's just dead. What a accidental find, maybe. Oh, he could heal up Limp. He's going through moves here. Oh, nobody jumps up top. Wait, can he get to the shrine? No, he gets stunned. Oh, he pops the shrine. Oh, but the defuse. Oh, and the bastion. Can he get here in time to ulti? No, it's a little too late. They're trying to bring down. Now CC&C, the whole goon squad's here. They're going to try to find Z-Freak, and he will go down.
Oh, so close.
Oh,
to
they're
this
still trying to
Panda.
find him, though. Oh, no. Ancient Apparition has a Glimmer Cape. He's still invis. They can't find him. He does it. Gets diffused up by Pycat, but now Chessie. Oh, he gets bashed first hit. Can he bring down that health ward, the healing ward, pardon me, beforehand? Nope. Kyle's going to get vacuumed in. Doesn't have global. Already used it. The Panda's looking for anyone. They can't find anyone, though, and Kyle goes down to Zion. The Panda's just trying to run away at this point.
What a near save, though. Moo comes in, then the Omni Slash leaps to the creep, so
Creep,
Pycat's
that's
got to
so
blink
unlucky.
back up there.
Oh, no, this Panda. We're not finished yet. Can he make some insane play?
Yeah,
They
no.
almost killed PPD, but they get the kill, and that's a 4-for-0 trade. That all happened with Pycat being extremely greedy, blinking over to a bounty rune, and Limp's just there. Like, he had no vision of them. They were both going for that bounty rune, and Limp just gets found instantly abyssal, so nice play by Pycat.
Listen, as always, go for every bounty run you can.
Be as greedy as possible is what I'm hearing. Yeah, but we did see that almost save. If Z-Freak's TP was, what, 1 second sooner, you get in there, you get that instant stun, maybe a far better team fight, but now they're just losing their entire base. If ifs and whats were cherries and nuts, Jack, finish
Are you
it.
a nut or a butt?
Yeah. Well, they're just going to take a Rax. It looks like Jack doesn't even know what to say right now. He's dumbfounded with how well the Dire is playing right now. They will bring down the top range barracks. Chessie wants to reinitiate, but unfortunately, they're already gone.
Not over.
It's not over. Just one ranged Rax, obviously, and we've seen, you know, one team wipe. A Panda can definitely melt your towers down. They're going to go for the Shrine. Smart play. A lot of teams still just forget about killing those Shrines, which hurt them, especially against the Tinker.
Just the old complexity wrap around here.
Yep. The original. The fluff and stuff, complexity. They're looking for Peter. Oh, and they will see Peter up there. He places the
breaks.
ward.
It's before he places the ward, though, so he doesn't know that
He's
it's...
going to glimmer up. Oh, maybe not. CC&C's downhill. Now he's actually uphill. Wait, he forced out super aggressively. He's going to try to TP away any more crits from Chessie. Nah. Oh, unfortunately, nothing there.
Peter slides down.
If he had the
Quinn
140, what if
slides up.
Chessie just, like, slapped him down with, like, 3 straight crits?
Yeah, definitely could have. That way. Pardon me. 1 sec. Okay, never mind. Dire's top shrine goes down as well. We forgot they took that tier 3 tower top a long time ago. And they finally clear out that last shrine. So a little more difficult for both teams to defend or do Roshan. Wait, are they just going for the backdoor plays here? Panda does have his ulti. I mean, it's almost a free Rax. They do have a glyph. And Chessie's just going to walk in. Hit some creeps. Oh, he actually blinks forward. He's going to just throw out his ulti straight away. They just want to bring down Fire Panda with that. They don't really do much damage. They're trying to spin on this Earth Spirit. Hasn't used his stun yet. They blink forward. They're going to try to kill that Storm Spirit. Nice ulti coming out from Kyle. They're going to hex up Juggernaut. He might go down here. He's glimmered. They don't have any vision. Gets his BKB off, gets his ulti off, and all because of having no vision. They are going to get omegally punished for it. Chessie's back. Not for long. Abyssal bladed up. All these misses, though. He's still just trying to run away. And he's dead. For longer. For 140 seconds. Woo. That fight comes down to vision, right? Not being able to finish that Juggernaut with the Glimmer Cape.
Well, looks like they planted a Sentry Ward up here afterwards, right?
Yeah, because they definitely didn't see. Oh, and Z-Freak? Glimmer TPs, so they have a little bit of base defense still with him living and Tinker alive. But that felt like a decent fight for Complexity to take there if they just somehow bursted down that Juggernaut who...
He didn't have buyback.
He didn't have buyback. No. That actually could have been huge for him, but did feel like a little bit late of a Sentry Ward comes out and a little off-team communication from Complexity. Now they're just going to push in through middle. They might just go for the tower, the Rax. Z-Freak, the classic. This used to be banned in Dota 1. Remember, you get banned if you block creep waves out on the ban lists. There's not even creeps, though. They're just, yeah. It was, you know, that you couldn't do any of that crazy stuff. And get a throw down a Sentry up top in case they try to do anything, but Juggernaut illusions, well, they're not doing much, but they're doing enough and taking the creep wave up. Pycat middle, gonna kill this tower. Nice stun, slowly stopping that, but he just spins out of the silence, and Glyph will fly on this tier 3. It's always smarter to Glyph a tier 3 instead of a Rax, because that tower just killed an extra creep. Whoa, BKB by Pycat. They just want this Rax. I have a feeling they're going to find it.
Looks like Pycat, instead of upgrading his diffusal, looks like he just fresh diffusal.
No, he already used all the charges.
Right.
Yeah. So he does, I mean, it's not wasted money. Oh, they're going to go forward. Misery is just going to roll away after he helps Necrophos out there. And Necrophos has a full Aghanims, the 25-second cooldown. That's a big one in the late game.
That's a spicy meatball there.
Yeah, that is a spicy Italian BMT. Limp, level 23. What do you go for now on Tinker? You have the Sheep, Aether, Ags, right? That's the try.
Just a Dagon for the burst.
Dagon for
he needs to save for a buyback, though.
Yeah, and that Dagon definitely would have helped him with that Juggernaut earlier. Hey, Blast gonna fly, scare him away. Pycat. Looks like they'll just take this Roshan pretty uncontested. And we do see Juggernaut went through all his Diffusal 1 charges, all his Diffusal 2 charges, and he's like, wait a minute. This Pug has a problem. Who cares if I lose 10 agility? It's far more worth it for me to purge it off.
Yeah.
CNC takes the Aegis. I assume Jug has cheese in his stash. No. Misery
the attack speed. Let's see this Panda swing.
You don't even barely notice, but the Dire's up 21,000 gold right now. They're up quite a bit. Z-Freak's only level 15 at 50 minutes into the game. Kyle's 17. And this might be the last hurrah. They are just Dire smoking up. Oh, they know where some of them are because they're tagging the Shrine. Let's see what they want to do. You have to let the Earthshaker initiate, right?
Yeah, and there is no Aegis on the Juggernaut, so they can manage to burst.
Oh, they're trying to come way from behind. Zai's here, tanking it up. He does get the Hex off. Z-Freak's going in, gets that ulti. Can they burst him down? Nice 4-step way. They actually kill the Shrine before they can pop it. Nicely done by Pycat. All these BKBs pop. Moo and Zai just man-fighting as Pugna and Darkseer. We're going to see a blink away from Limp. Ulti flies out. It will hit on him. Tinker will go down here. Does have buyback. Might have to instantly do it. Kyle, though, as well, goes down. CCNC now chasing onto Moo. We do see a TP in on the Panda Spirits. They will be able to get the Juggernaut, maybe. They do, but Moo, 120 seconds. Limp trying to just kite him around on the backside. Peter and Chessie going at it.
Chessie can't even kill him.
Yeah, and Limp is just, that's a dieback. It's over. We might see the G's get dropped here by the Dire. But Chessie, he's ready to fight. He has a haste rune. Oh, he doesn't have a haste rune anymore because the Yules will purge it off. They're going forward. Hex up by Zai, who is quite farmed. Doesn't feel like they can kill Chessie. They can just ruin his time, though. And they're just kiting him around. But they're not really getting anything out of it. Now they're talking about pushing bottom. Uh-oh. CCNC with that Aghanim Scepter. Yep. He's going to throw it out. Will it be enough?
Waiting for the ulti to come back.
And that should be the game. Yep, it is called. And does anyone here know how many losses Cole now has?
It can
One.
be,
One.
Complexity has bled for the first time in this tournament, and congratulations
Wow.
to Dire for moving on to the playoffs of the Kings Cup with this win. They are now 9-4. They still have a chance at first place as well.
They actually do have a chance at first place here. So the Dire, they're not done yet. They want to beat Complexity down another game. Not only that, you know Peter wants to beat Kyle's ass. They want to get that first place. They want to be in the playoffs. They just want everything. They want the world, Jack.
What do you want, Jack?
What do I want? I
What do you
want
want to see from next game?
What he already wanted pretty much ended, huh? With Complexity not winning.
What, a strawberry smoothie?
No. I think Lacoste is referring to the team situation, but that hasn't been settled
No, not yet.
just yet. But yeah, it was a pretty nice game. I really like how Dire handled this game. So, you know, the Dire at the start of this league, they lost a couple games with the stand-in. They didn't look too sharp, and everyone, you know, all the doom and gloom came out, and you know what a dire situation they seem to be in. But they've really picked it up since then, and you know, again, congratulations for making it out. And this team's starting to come together now.
Yeah, for sure. It felt like both teams, especially in the mid game, actually played very well. But, I mean, obviously one team has to play better to take that win. And the Dire, like you said, their positioning was always on point. Pycat got up his items super early, just really good farming. And, I mean, CC&C, we said he was losing, the first 2 or 3 minutes of his lane. And then you look back and he was 30 CS up on that Tinker. They just did everything they needed to win right there. And Peter, playing that as he does, hard 5, allowed Misery to get a blink and early Yules even.
If there's one weakness that we've seen from Complexity, I think it's they can get sometimes sucked into bad fights or taking fights that they otherwise don't, because they've been winning them almost regardless, or they've been very quickly in game states where there are no bad fights for them. They're just controlling everything. In this case, they really had to, I think, just back up a little bit, recognize what the Dire was trying to do, which was constantly fight them before they were ready, before they get the good defensive itemization up on some of their heroes, and then they kept playing at that faster pace that they weren't fit to take on in this game.
Yeah, what did you see in this game, Lacoste?
I mean, you were observer. You should have seen a decent
You saw
amount.
everything, so tell us
Pretty
the
much,
coolest thing.
Well, the coolest thing was Pycat getting the blink dagger, and he caught them off the position, out of the position many times, especially the Tinker. 2 buybacks, that was actually 2 diebacks, and items coming out on the Dire side. The CCNC with that early hood, he could not die pretty much, and they had 4 BKBs to counter that global silence and all the magical damage. There was no real right-click physical damage coming out from Complexity besides Panda, but he needs to split early to control the fight.
Yeah, do you think maybe Complexity, obviously hindsight, but they look back and they're like, we just gave him a Necro third pick after 2 picks and 4 bans?
I think they're gonna let it. They're gonna let it again, probably.
Okay. Not even second ban it.
I don't think you put that on not banning the Necro. I mean, I think with the Pugna they were clearly prepared for it. Even with the Brewmaster, they were okay with the Necro's presence in this game. I just think, a couple fights they got sucked into. They should have, or a couple times they were out on the map, kind of farming, and Dire just went at them immediately, knowing that their lineup specializes in burst and being able to get into that fight first and take those first 2 kills, and then you can't fight them anymore, because you can't hold your ground anymore with heroes like Tinker and Pugna.
Yeah.
The plan for Complexity was really well for the draft. If you look at it, if they siege the base with farm, Pugna, who's gonna get a lot of farm with that minus 1 second blast talent, plus you have a Fisher to save the fight, Panda to split in global silence, plus you need to focus the Pugna ward, plus the March from the Tinker. It's really hard to fight into, but somehow it didn't work because Dire disrupted all of those 5-men, push coming out from Complexity. It even didn't come to that in the end.
And once it still felt like, I hate to harp on it, but we didn't see a really game-changing global sense. Like if the Dire initiated, it always felt like they still had a good fight. I don't know if that was on Kyle or just on the heroes. Obviously, Pycat can take it off, still get his ultis off, but I don't know. What do you think? We didn't even see a Guardian Greaves from Zai.
They never got into that siege position, right? Like this lineup once your towers are down early, we saw what the Brewmaster did top with the split.
Yeah.
You want to just be sieging the base with Tinker laying down machines behind and the Pugna ward. How do you fight into that? It becomes a very difficult scenario, but they never got into position. The towers stayed up for a long time because Dire rotated and played well early on, and then they just never got that momentum together. Each time they were about to do that, the momentum was broken by Dire launching a fight at them out of smoke.
And I guess one last thing, just that still, like you said, Pycat with that blink dagger, when he just found limp top, it was such a game changer. And Moo coming into
1,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Don't plan it, don't wait for it, just let it happen. Could be a new shirt at the men's store, a cat nap in your office chair, or 2 cups of good, hot, black coffee. Like this. A present. Like Christmas. Oh, man, that is the spot. Nothing like a great cup of black coffee.
It's been a long
Welcome back, ladies and germs. It's good to see you here. We just finished game number 1. I'm going to be that dude, Grant. We're going to have another dude next to me, Jack. Another one named Lacoste. And on the throne, his dudeliness, Dakota.
His deadliness.
Deadliness. How's it going over there?
It's going great. I'm trying to figure out the details of a decree I'm looking to make for this game. I would love it if you guys had to kind of do a musical chairs thing. Maybe you had to change positions down one spot. But I'm trying to wonder what would be the trigger point here. Maybe if we see a killing spree or above. Killing spree, ultra kill, or rampage. You guys are going to have to shift down one position to your right.
And you stay there?
I'm staying here.
All right, I mean, you're the king. All right, we do have a draft now, but I'm fine with that. Jack, you seem a little bit nervous.
No, it sounds fun.
Jack, one killing spree or above, you get to go right into the fabled observer position.
I'm nervous.
So wait, if we're talking about,
wait.
What if someone gets a triple kill and then 2 seconds later,
oh, you're gonna swap twice?
Damn, that is gonna be. I'm not good at math, but
I'm gonna try to look out for it and hit the alarm.
All right, anytime the alarm, we have to swap. Sounds good to me. Complexity, get a scoop of that Earthshaker first pick, and then the Dire this time will get AA plus Clockwork.
That crisp just broke my ear.
Yeah, it was crispy. Necro's still in the pool. We'll see if they want to leave it through the second phase again.
Jakiro guys, let's not forget.
We're not. It seems weird, right? We saw him for so much, and then now just these two teams playing each other, no one wants to pick him.
Yeah, I think this maybe the clock ban discourages the Jakiro a little bit, and obviously the natural combination with the AA being able to set up some blasts. And of course, it's an annoyance for the Earthshaker as well if the Clockwork manages to get onto him. So, you won't see like the same drafts often in this kind of situation, but you'll see like kind of there's different thought processes for each hero that comes out, right? So this is the strain that they want to go with this time. Different from last game.
Have you guys noticed on the Complexity logo, it looks like they just have the L below the logo, like they're taking that L like they did last game. It does, right? That looks a little weird.
That's only over here, though, right?
Yeah, but that's their main logo. It's always just kind of made me a little bit angry. I don't know who designed it, but that will be a puck grab from Complexity. So they already have in those first two picks, pretty big team fight there. Yep, I agree. And
yeah, good talk. Good talk.
We're gonna see some bans. Dire's gonna use some of their reserve time. They're gonna ban out Panda this time. They obviously know Complexity likes to play it, pretty good at it, and it almost, I mean, it took down almost a full Rax out of nowhere. It can do a lot of different things, and they do ban out the Necrophos in the second phase this time.
Wouldn't mind if, we always like to speculate when we see the Clockwork come out and Puck on the other side, but CC&C Shadow Fiend, do we dare?
Do we dare?
Do we dare?
We've seen one Shadow Fiend, right?
No, I don't think we've seen any Shadow Fiend.
We talked about it yesterday.
You think we did?
Yeah.
Do we want to wager?
I
don't think so.
So it's 2 versus 2 if I
think it's 3 versus Lacoste.
I was kind of thinking we did 2.
Yeah, but that Marana you thought also, Grant, and you were
wrong. Who played it?
Bro, let me think.
James
Smith.
Yeah,
James Smith, of course. How could we forget?
All right.
What?
I'm going to give up my play-by-play duty to Jack. You got to take it over for 1 minute while I look this up.
I mean, if I was the observer, I would just have tapped out and looked it up right now. But
yeah, I already got it. You could do it right now when you're not the observer. It's even
but you're already on it, Grant. I got to let you do your thing. So
well, can you play-by-play really quick? Well, you're not doing it.
You got a Beastmaster band coming out on the side of the Dire, and Anti-Mage off the board from Complexity, who have been very quick about their last few bans. Where do we see this draft going, Lacoste?
Back to me, a global presence already, 2 heroes, AA plus Clockwork. That's a lot of damage. I don't know what they want to combine it with.
Should they...
CC&C does not play Invoker, right?
He does. And here it is. Leviathan versus DCSA game number 2. Shadow Fiend was picked.
Are out.
Well, nobody wagered anything. You could have, but you didn't. So you lose.
So yeah, at least I had Lacoste back on like Jack. All right, back to a real play-by-play. Jack, get the hell out of here. Boop, boop, boop. If you didn't see on the camera, I just booped him.
Don't boop him so hard, Grant.
Sorry about that, Jack.
Damn.
Bloodseeker now from the Dire. Who would have guessed before this tournament, like, what's one of the top 5 most picked heroes? Oh, Bloodseeker. Oh, okay. But it is.
I don't think that was that hard to guess. I mean...
What? You think it would be one of the top 5 picked heroes, actually, when you have all these other heroes?
I don't know if it's top 5 picked. I think it's.
I think it is.
All right, time. Who's in the top 5? If you get 3 of them.
Night Stalker.
I don't think Night Stalker's he's been banned more than picked.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he's top 6 actually.
The Puck's up there.
I'm sure we have some stats people that want to do a little bit of
Puck,
Puck
Earthshaker, and AA are probably definitely up there, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if Lich and Veno and Nature's Prophet have been let through enough times, but it feels like they're always there. Well, yeah, not this game, but I mean, I feel like they're pretty much.
Yeah, but most of the games, Veno was
right.
banned.
Okay.
So pretty much, if someone at home wants to look this up and Bloodseeker is in top 5, tweet it at me. If they are not, tweet it at Jack. So then we know. Like
it's gonna be a little bit harder to look up though, because
I don't think that's that hard.
No, because the stats for the tournament are also blended with the summit ones, right?
But you just go through a certain date. You manually do it. I just manually looked through like 15 games and found Shadow. It doesn't take that long.
I mean, trust me, I wish the ticket system was
not Garbo.
Not Garbo.
You didn't compile all the heroes for 15 games. You were just looking for one.
I could just write them down and then connect the dots.
I will be here, Grant. Go for
all right, take over for about 35 minutes here, Jack. Dazzle gonna get picked up. I think this has been honestly Kyle's best hero he's played during this tournament. Good to see him go back to it. But it is a Bloodseeker versus Dazzle. He's going to always have that damage, even with Grave. Grave actually gives him more damage because, I mean, he's just alive running around swinging on people. Pardon me.
Not likely for a Huskar, as there's already an AA, and even Bloodseeker can do okay, but I wonder, Terrorblade, also been a big prominent core figure that benefits a lot from the Shallow Grave. Could be an option.
Could be.
Back to you.
Thank you. Jack. I'm looking at you right now. I'm looking at my screen. The Dire right now, they've committed to 2 supports. It looks like it could be an offlane Clockwork. We saw it yesterday from MSS, but more than likely their support duo.
Sorry, we saw it yesterday, but it's not as efficient as position 4 Clockwork. At one point, I mentioned he was level 10. I think the position 4 support was higher level than him. I mean, it's still a Clockwork. That's the thing. He does what he does: hooks, battery, cogs, and that's pretty much it.
Give some vision with rocket occasionally, So, Jack, who do you want to see? They only have 7 seconds. Pick a hero right now.
Radiant team pick.
Sven.
I mean, Jack, you didn't even try. It's a Jakiro.
So it's an offlane Clockwork, huh?
Or I saw core Jakiro getting played last night in FPL by some of the people on the Dire. So
middle or safe lane?
I believe it was actually middle by Mason, but PPD
so that's if they think it's going to be like a TA or something.
Oh! Whoa.
Z-Freak Chen is back. That means
offlane
Earthshaker.
Yep, more than likely. And
or
we did see their Chen.
Or farming Dazzle.
Yeah, or farming Dazzle. Shout out to Dandy. I'll give Dandy that one. He definitely made the middle
no creeps penitence test of
Nuke
fate.
Chen.
Dude, that thing's
that
actually
thing hurts, actually.
That's a Bulba build, though. You know, don't take
that build has like 1 power peak that one time, and it's over forever.
He's like a Skywrath middle. You get so many kills, you do so much damage, and you just die once, and it feels like your whole game
causes a lot of
stopped.
because the other team, if you get killed by the other team's just going to be flaming you for getting handled by a Chen mid.
I mean, but
Chen
not
middle
that
embarrassing
wins.
to get handled by a Chen mid.
I mean, people think that in the plebs, but you know, us top tier players, we know that Chen's just nasty middle. And that is a Chen pick. We've seen it, I believe, 1 or 2 other times, and Z-Freak had a pretty good game of it.
Yep.
They won every game, so I'm going to assume he
You have the synergy with the Shadow Wave. It becomes a much harder target for Clockwork to be able to hit.
Yeah.
A lot of mobility for being able to just come and gank the lanes. That's Klink's just adding to that a little bit more.
So we were talking about kind of doing single cores yesterday, right? Like Leviathan was doing it a lot. Isn't that kind of what Complexity has here with the Klinks?
10 seconds remaining.
Well, Puck scales well, but it's something different than VGJ Storm. They run 3 cores.
Yeah.
I like how the Klinks has Chen on his team in case he needs a free death pact in a fight.
Oh, that's true too. Especially if you get one. Yeah. Okay, so
single core is definitely dangerous, especially if you're single coring into something they don't counter that hard. In this case, it's a Dragon Knight, right? So it's gonna be very difficult to bring him down at some point. And Klinks isn't that kind of single core where he can, like, you know, obviously like a Sven or something like that, or Medusa, farms out stacks and can do multiple heroes worth of work in terms of damage later on. So they're going to have to play this super quickly. They're going to need to dominate their lanes, be pushing high ground and sieging it very fast to win this game. And we've seen this trend as well from Peter in his drafting. Like, he's willing to have the stronger late game lineup and kind of pressure you to have to play into them. He's taken that approach a few times. I feel like this is kind of the case here, but they have tempo as well with the Bloodseeker, Clockwork, and AA. So they can, if they can get those pickoffs before Complexity reaches the critical mass, they can slow them down and bring this game into a spot that's good for them.
And we have seen Dragon Knight's actually been pretty successful hero these not the last couple days, but it was played that one time between VGJ and the Dire here. And it won both games, so we're just going to get straight into this bad boy right now.
Reminder about the decrees. I think I said killing spree or whatever. I'm just going to say
meant a triple kill.
Yeah, but I think that's like kind of hard to get. Let's just say double kill or above.
All right.
Double kill or more.
And you have to hit the alarm, though. You have to pound the alarm like Nicki Minaj.
And I will just leave this on until you actually make the switch.
All right, I'm fair with that. Up. And this is going to be an interesting Z-Freak actually possibly caught out here. Peter wants to get him with the body block. Oh, no, CCNC's not even going to come. He'll just hit him up. He's like, wait, why am I going for the block? No one else is even here. And now uphill will be Limp and Chessie, and they'll just run back. Z-Freak doesn't get a ward down, but the Radiant doesn't, or the Dire doesn't know that. They might look for something. Top lane, we see the creep camp blocked by the Observer ward placed by the Radiant. And Moo, what do you feel about offlane? We talked about Clockwork being a 4 and a 3. What about Earthshaker? Like, what makes him so different in the 3 and 4 role?
Just the timing on a blink dagger, I guess. That's pretty much it.
Yep. All right.
If he gets the levels up fast enough, and with blink, he becomes a much stronger solo killing force.
Levels, yeah.
If you're under leveled and he's got the enchant totem up, like he has the potential to actually burst down a lot more heroes by himself almost.
Yeah, we did see that was during the TI qualifiers when actually Kyle was playing it, and that was, I mean, he was just killing it like that. And it looks like they are going to come in. Misery, they're just going to pop down the cogs, maybe trying to steal rune. They won't get it. Chessie, just going to go back to the lane. They get a little bit of harass on Misery, actually a ton of harass on Misery. He'll probably just pop his health potion if he wants to stay around. No, he's just going to eat tangos. Sip on the trees. Kyle's sitting around waiting for him to come back up. He'll look at Misery. They're just waiting for him, but they have the ward on him down here, so he knows when Kyle leaves and when he doesn't.
Look at the build on Kyle. Blightstone already. Chen pretty much bought everything.
Yep, and that seems to be Chen, that hero. Yeah, you don't really need to start with items because luckily you have a creep helping you out. Bottom lane, it will be a Korjuk hero in the off lane. It's going to be Misery trying to help him out a little bit. And Klink's at level 1. I mean, he can harass you a little bit, but if you get harassed as well, he is pretty, 540 HP, not very much armor. He has 5, but he's under the tower. And Misery takes a little bit of damage here. Middle lane, it is going to be Puck versus DK. If this is a straight up 1v1 right now, who actually wins the CS game if it's the same person playing, say?
The Prey Dragon or the Dragon Knight?
Yeah.
Jack, back to you.
Like, honestly, who would win? No, depends. If it's the same person playing both heroes.
PC comes out again.
He's got plenty of regen to get through the early levels to CCNC, so I think he might have a bit of a deficit early on, but beyond that, he should be okay once the rotations go.
Let's say 5-minute mark, they'll probably have the equal CS.
All right. And bottom lane seems like where most of the action might be taking place. Misery going for this pull, and Kyle actually couldn't stop it. Oh, but Misery, he didn't get it. Ooh. That's actually rough. So the lane will stay in their favor, and Chessie gets the range creep denied because of that as well. Misery trying to run away, gets poison touched up, but Kyle's just going to keep hitting him, get those Blightstone hits on him. Thinks he'll do a little bit more damage. Who misses that creep?
So what do you think the Chen is going to be looking to do here? Obviously, I was going to say, is it grind up, be greedy, and farm because some of the gank options may be limited, or do you still look out and get something done? My answer seems to be before me, though, gentlemen, as he's already on the move to the top lane here.
It doesn't feel like he can get a kill here, but he can definitely just get a lot of harass done. That Satyr will do a ton of damage, but it doesn't feel like they can lock anyone down.
They pinged him, it looks like. They know he's there.
Yeah, look at that. Peter just tanks a little bit of damage. He can throw it out again in 3 seconds. So nothing too crazy going on right now, actually. Just both teams farming. Limp doing a pretty good job middle, 16-2 versus 13-1. Like you said, they are very, very even, though. Double null versus Stout Shield plus Quelling Blade. He's going to fly back. Top lane, Z-Freak just keeping that Satyr. I mean, now Moo's like, oh, you can tank some creeps. We got that sweet 5-6 HP regen, or it's 6, my bad. Who do you believe the lanes are going better for right now? You see the CS, you see how the lanes are kind of playing out. Who's winning bottom lane, actually? It's the Dire, right?
I think the lanes are actually pretty good for the Dire. Again, the DK isn't really threatened unless the Chen comes in. It's really going to depend on the Chen. If he's able to make quality rotations here and either, for example, go on top when they're committed to going onto Earthshaker, Mu doesn't have mana right now and they can kind of zone him back. Or mid if the Dragon Knight gets a little bit too low somehow from the puck. Those are the only real opportunities that he has. And Jakiro's doing a really good job of keeping this Clinks down a little bit as well. So. But I think things change when the ults come online. When you have Clinks at 6, he begins to be able to fight back. Obviously, Earthshaker 6 and Puck 6 as well. They can definitely make some moves.
In middle lane here, he is going to bottle up with the Chen, who has a net creep as well as the Satyr. Satyr has only one Hadouken, though. He's going to try to run in. Unfortunately, gets the Nence off, but a little too deep under the tower, and Misery was waiting anyways. I think if he smoked there, maybe possibly kill, but they didn't want to waste the smoke if it didn't work out. And he's just fine going back to farming. Mu, level 3.5 against Pycat 4 up top. Peter getting some
regional for DK.
Ooh. And that is going to be nice for him. Just a free bottle fill. Not only that, but then the regenerate. He's going to have tons. It's just going to be almost impossible to bring him down unless you bring more than one.
So Chen's rotating towards this bottom lane. If your complexity in this rotation doesn't work out, do you start getting nervous?
Oh, they're already going on Zai. Zai needs a TP. He has no mana.
Well,
Zai
he's just dual breath, so he doesn't
here.
have mana, so he's going to go down for sure.
Yep, Chessie, though, is getting destroyed here. Nice heal up from Kyle. Kyle take the kill. The Hadouken does fly in about 0.2 seconds Slate trying to steal it, and well, now Chessie will have a little bit of a lane, obviously. He needs some regen. Tango will get shared from Z-Freak to him. Brings his own regen as well. Middle lane, Misery wants to kind of move in. He already used his orb, but 12 seconds. It'll be back up if he really wants to go in again. Oh, from behind, though. Here comes... What? He has mangoes. That's all he has. So he has one level. He has one level 1 stun. Misery is going to find Limp, and there we go. Makes him use all of that. Get him move up. And this is a very weird rotation by Dire, no? 4 heroes middle.
I mean, Zai steps in to hand off a bottle, it looked like, to CCNC.
But now it feels like, are they just...
But now they're lingering a bit. Lollygagging there.
Well, they were expecting a move to come in. Limp just hit 6, actually. He didn't have it the last wave.
Okay.
They weren't sure where the Chen was going after that. Logical place for him to go next would be mid after he beat bottom.
They're
coming, though.
They're still sitting around middle. Just Z-Freak behind Limp right now. They're actually going to go forward. Hadouken comes out. There goes the net. Limp is going to go forward. He won't go toward the orb, though. Smart play by him, seeing the rotation from PPD as well as Misery. And already back bottom, Zai coming down with the dual breath. And the liquid fire hits the tower, and the hero does so much damage. Look at Clinks. He's actually getting bullied out of lane just by level 2 of both spells.
We saw this with Dire when they picked Medusa mid as well. The last series I forgot against who, but it was kind of like they parked this tanky hero mid, and this I don't want to say it's a win condition, but it's something that you have a hard time getting through. Like if you want his tower, he has no reason to really leave. He'll pressure your tower if you do leave. You can't really kill him unless you overcommit. And that's going to slow down a very fast pace that Complexity wants to play.
Yep. I have a feeling that Complexity lineup is really weak. They have
Middle
a lot of
lane?
heal, but they have no one to heal, actually. No one in the front
Oh,
line.
they're going in on the middle lane. They actually stun up onto the Chen. He has a haste rune. He's just going to TP. He should be able to get out. Looks like he will. Throws out the solo ulti from Limp onto the Clockwork. That might have been a mistake because there is a haste rune CCNC. Nope, they will just get out.
He just wanted to hold Clockwork so he can get close and cancel Chen's TP with the cogs.
Bottom lane.
That was a nice net there.
Chessie and Zai. Oh, Chessie. Oh, he sees him. Will he get trapped in? He's getting one more. Gets it. And that's a... I mean, it is just a Jakiro, but that is their offlane Jakiro, and your Clinks just solo killed him. That is going to feel good for them. Over here, though, Kyle might be in a little bit of trouble here. A lot of trouble. I will say, though, CCNC is doing a really good job of getting these runes. Didn't we talk about, like, one of the bad things about DK is he's, like, the least mobile mid hero, but he's still getting all these runes. Is that just, well, what's going, why, I guess?
Well,
getting lucky?
one of the runes just happened to kind of be top when he's going for it. But that's another point that you would expect the Chen to be a factor in. Kind of control the runes. If his creep isn't being used for farming, maybe, let's say you get the troll, you can potentially put the little skeleton warriors at the runes and just have them keep an eye on those for
top lane maybe in trouble.
I think just a Chen and a Dazzle, unfortunately. And we do see Kyle does go for that second point in Poison Touch again. A little extra damage, a little extra slow. We've seen him go quite a bit, actually, haven't we?
I just get too nervous. I would save the point just in case. Like,
Damn.
I don't know.
I mean, you're not aggressive. You're kind of a bitch.
I mean, I guess so. More
I'm
of
just
a
kidding,
defensive. But yeah, you feel bad like if they die and you're like, well, I went 2-0-2.
Yeah. And they're just going to push out top tower. Pretty easy to do with the Satyr Tormentor. The aura is actually so nice. The health regen just helps the creeps push, and who will pick it up? Z-Freak does. Dire does bring down bottom tower as well, that Liquid Fire. So both teams have tons of push. I wouldn't say either team has that much team fight this early, but they have tons of push.
Yeah, the clock is also good at delaying pushes a little bit with cogs and can help you contest runes. If you look at what the Dire lineup does with the Dragon Knight and the Jakiro, if you leave their lanes to go Deathball elsewhere, they will take towers in return. And so then it's a quick question of how quickly you can take your objectives from Complexity.
Yeah, look at bottom and top again. Both already used their next glyph. And I mean, no one's rotating to either of these solo pushes, one by Z-Freak and one by that. Here we go. Moo will come down now. He has a Soul Ring. He's going to pull the creeps off, and Chen is doing a far better job because they do have that Siege unit still. And this is going to be a tier 2 for sure. Siege unit should be able to put in enough work here. Oh, maybe deny. Yes, PPD will get it. So Radiant probably not happy that happened, but they already got the tier 2, meaning the Dire jungle's open for him, especially with the Clinks, right? He can just punish anyone who goes into the jungle. He's only level 6, though. What are these levels? They seem really low. Just Puck and DK, both at 8. The Clinks only level 6. And a strange game.
Yeah, this is when things start to break down a little bit. More loose play with the lanes. This is going to be really important to see if Complexity can grab kills to assemble Deathball. Another thing is their lineup is relatively squishy. Even with Clinks has his Death Pact up. Like, not the most durable of heroes. Yeah. That's not good against A, Ult, or Bloodseeker. And it makes it harder for them to take a sustained fight against something like a DK as well. They'll just get grinded down a lot faster, it feels like.
Yeah. Misery, tries to break some of Limp's mana here. And the rune, bottom lane. So yeah, Limp really is having a rough one with these runes. DK getting both top runes, but Z-Freak will take that bottom rune. We don't see that often. He went Treads before Veil and Blink on the puck. Oh, they're just going to go in the middle. He's going to break it up. Do we have a net? There it is. Here comes the stomp from the Centaur. Perfectly timed. We have the rocks already getting thrown in. Taking up a lot of damage, but they will bring him down. Don't even have to use the ulti from Earthshaker. I mean, didn't have the mana for it, but this is looking like a mid tower now as well.
Alright, siege creep timing. There it goes. 2 siege creeps plus some extra creeps from Chen. It's kind of weird to see Chen participating in 1 kill only at 10 minutes.
But he did participate in 2 tower kills up top, I guess. There's just not much fighting. There's only 4 kills in general, yeah. It feels this is a very fast-paced game with very little kills. And there comes a Macro Pyre to defend middle.
The dual lanes help with that as well. There's some form of backup there usually that prevents your other hero from slowing one down.
Yay.
Stronger lanes and
you can do it again because you messed it up so bad last time if you want, Grant.
Yeah, it's on you. Sorry, Jack. Back to you.
All right,
Kyle, you missed a kill. Sorry. Back to you.
He just dies bottom to Pycat. Throws on the ulti. Did he not have a TP, or he did? Maybe just didn't have time to get it off.
Damn.
Middle lane, Orb's going to fly through. They're just going to try to push this out. DK doesn't have ult for 30, so they shouldn't be able to push. We see Moo already trying to slow it down. It's going to be that. Chessie actually farming the enemy team. Jungle. Soul Ring, Treads, Wand. Not even Aquila, just the normal Bassi. And he's saving that creep to eat. Has it. Not much he can do with that, though. And
he got dust on Clockwork.
Oh, look at this. He's like, oh, there's quite a few heroes here. PPD is level 6. We saw that.
The only one who should be farming and getting the kills is not getting the kills on side of Complexity.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a rough game for them once they get the levels up. Radiance on a Bloodseeker, DK with that drums. They can easily push with the Liquid Fire level 4 on Jakiro.
And he actually does go, he goes Medallion for, he went Phase Boot, Midas, Medallion on Bloodseeker. Any specific reasons? Zai's dying, by the way. Looks like he will go down. Blast is going to fly. Nail Chessie and Kyle. Zai is not even dead. The last touch of Poison Touch actually will kill him. But that is a 2-for-2 trade now. Nice creep block on the hook by the Hellbear. Smasher Penitence flies. They take a lot of damage. Eats the Fairy Fire.
Well, Bloodseeker is squishy, especially when he uses a Blood Rage, and only one who can kill him actually is a Bone, so that's one of the reasons just to boost up some armor.
Alright. Still. Chen is level 6, has heal. Yeah.
And if he gets that Solar Crest, I mean, items like that are, they're not greedy items, but not only are they always good, but they require usually itemization to deal with.
Middle lane, Kyle.
That is just so dirty.
Has Grave, though. He's going to time this. Yeah, he should be fine.
Okay.
I don't even think he has to Grave, technically, but he will just in case.
Anyone else but a Dazzle?
Oh, no, and look at this. Stun comes up on this Jakiro, who does get met down. Look at that armor, plus the buckler, but Moo goes forward, just hits him with the Echo Slam. And now, possible mid-tower harass coming out. Doesn't look like they can actually kill it, but they'll harass it down a little.
Just imagine if you put a Solar Crest on a DK.
Oh, yeah, we've seen that before. He is... Get that, maybe a Helm of the Dominator on another hero, get some ice armor. Yeah. Always feels unkillable.
And that's something that has to be dealt with through itemization, and that's just putting so much pressure because your only real hero who's going to be able to farm something like either a Bloodthorn or an MKB to help deal with that is the Clinks, and he's, his momentum has been interrupted a few times.
Yep, top lane.
He's only got 50 CS.
Misery's in trouble. He doesn't have the vision, though. He's going to move forward, try to go. Here comes Limp, and there we go. Should be a kill. Pops the dust. And as I actually
mentioned,
I was joking, Misery's getting the Helm of the Dominator. It is, I mean, that 8 armor is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, that Vampire Frost Mage.
Yeah, you got to be careful for him.
Yeah, he might go for the Smasher as well to push the waves out. Again, he's done that just about every game. And then you have now 3 heroes at least.
Or, listen to this, he can steal a Chance Creep in the middle of a fight and stun them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and there's a Midas as well in Pycat, so, steal 1 creep, convert another, and...
Stun the other one, the third one with the
game
DK stun.
Chen regrets not going the mid-Dagon build.
Gotta counter that, Chen.
Looks like Misery searching in the jungle. Places down a ward. The creeps might have actually seen that. Look at him just moseying along on the Mud Golem.
Moseying.
Look at he's moseying.
Earthshaker has a Blink Dagger, though. We didn't mention it.
I've always wondered, Blink, why are rock-type Pokemons weak to water?
I don't know. Never made any sense.
I mean, I've seen like rocks that are like, at the beach and they get hit by those tidal waves over and over again. They wither away. It's a long process.
Question. I mean, there is the saying like water upon rock, but that heavily favors rock, right?
Yeah, it feels like
but over time, let's say 1,000 years, water will destroy rock.
But you don't have 1,000 years for a Pokemon battle. I mean, by that point, they're probably 6,000.
All right, now we have time to break this down.
Yeah, Jack's actually going to break it down. I know, water does kind of hurt those igneous rocks, but it also just makes them flat and smooth. It doesn't actually kill them.
Yeah.
Wait, Jack's looking this up.
I mean, what
right now.
else would rock be weak to, then, if not water?
I mean, that's true.
Psychic?
Definitely not leaf.
Psychic?
Yeah.
Psychic,
I can psychic a rock.
No,
no
rocks
problem.
are too stupid. They don't have brains.
Oh, Thunder versus Rock?
I think Rock's pretty favored in that matchup. Dude, Rock's just too strong. They had to just make some stuff up, and it looks like Jack, right?
But actually, it makes sense that water beats Rock.
Why?
Yeah, because if you see the ocean waves hitting those rocks, they mold them.
They
change
them.
They change them.
Oh, there's a Smoke Gang not Smoke Gang coming bottom. They're going to find CC&C. He doesn't have anything except the little Mud Golem here, and Moo's actually going to get a kill somewhere. I didn't see him. That's on me. Oh, he was down there
can't
too.
See both sides. There's action simultaneously going on.
Yep. And that is a free kill. Probably going to go into a tower kill here as well. They have Glyph, a free one. Oh, that's my...
There's going to be no double kills or more this game, I can already tell.
It really doesn't feel like it.
Decree's the worst shit ever.
Maybe Moo. Moo definitely has a good chance of doing
That's
it.
true, that's true.
And looks like they won't even get this tower, actually. They'll just leave it down here, 170, undeniable. They definitely want that gold. In a game where you have Chen, taking towers is good, but if they get denied, losing that much gold is rough. Middle tower goes down because they don't have a glyph for it. It's going to be ruptured. Throws out the silence. Uh-oh. They have a sentry ward actually right there. Clockwork hooking. That is some wrong place, wrong time kind of stuff. Good initiation, but Z-Free gets a kill bottom on Zai, and they will get this tower. But that's sentry ward just sitting there.
We'll take mid tower in return. They're okay with being just about even or even a little bit behind on towers.
Yeah.
And core kill and Clinks. And again, this hero's already going to have a hard time scaling at all this game. He's only got 64 last hits. He had a bit of a rough lane. He hasn't really flown off with kills and stuff either. So I think Dire have basically achieved basically what they wanted out of this early mid game. They've really slowed down the timing, and I think now really it's just a matter of continuing to hold your towers, letting your heroes scale a little bit. And I think within 5-10 minutes, it's going to be very hard for Complexity to take fights.
Yeah. Bottom lane, Moo's sitting down here. Doesn't have his ulti, but has Fisher as well as Enchant Totem with that maxed Aftershock. Doesn't look like anything will happen though.
Yeah, with the Blink Dagger on DK, they can easily lock down either Puck or just initiate on an Earthshaker as well. Puck, you mentioned it, he went for Power Treads and Veil. Usually he goes for one of those two, either Veil into Blink or Power Treads into Blink. So his Blink Dagger is a bit delayed, but there was not much action going on. I guess that's why. Zai, once again, will he go down?
There is help around the corner.
Feels like Limp could just maybe blink in, try to burst him down, but like you said, there was help around the corner. Weave will actually hit on CC&C, which might make him back out here. They're going to lose a ton of armor on both Jakiro as well as him. We'll see if they want to push a middle early macro.
I never think too much about that Weave armor, but it's actually a really big deal in team fights.
Yeah, look at Dragon Knight is going to be under 8, and then it's gone. He's back up to 25. Moo, they want to find a fight. He even has level 2 ulti, not for 30 seconds though, pardon me, and now Kyle actually sentry wards that sentry ward. Chessie was like, oh, I knew that son of a gun was there, but they miss out the observer ward, which kind of hurts them a tad.
Shows him right now doing that move.
Creeps. Taking a ton of damage here. Z-Freak with the good micro just sends back the one that was about to die to the base.
And Dire War in high ground spots out a couple of Complexity heroes in waiting, and yeah, how do you take this objective? There's like no way of forcing it, right?
Unless Moo finds like 3 heroes, yeah, exactly.
Kohler just, they want to move forward so bad in this game and they can't.
Yep.
The Dire
on the
is
line.
in no rush at all.
Yeah.
I mean, they have better late game with the DK, AA, and Bloodseeker, so they don't really care.
He almost has that Radiance, like you said now. Oh, here we go, middle lane. Weave is going to come out just to stun. And that's that. 3 hits from Chessie onto the towers is about all they get. And right now, Pycat is level 15. About 400 away from that Radiance. Do you think they want to fight once he gets Radiance, or just continue doing this?
Yeah, they just want to delay.
Just keep delaying,
Delay
doesn't
the
matter.
fight until he gets the Radiance. Oh, and
Pycat is getting initiated, though. This is not good for him. Will he just throw out the ulti? He does. Doesn't get the other stun off, though. Has the silence. Kyle, level 2 poison will fly onto him. Pycat. Whoa! Destroys Moo.
Jesus.
Limp will take him down, but I mean, that's definitely an all chat worth it, right, Jack?
Yeah, he put the Blood Rage on him last second for a more powerful swipe onto Earthshaker.
Yeah, plus he used Medallion on it as well.
We're expecting the Grave, I guess, but it
Oh, you're right. He was just... Oh, yeah, that was definitely... Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Suspect.
Yeah, very suspect.
well, Grave with 2 points in Grave at level 10, it's got or I don't know.
He has 4.
He has 4 now. Did
He
he
had
have?
level 2 there.
Yeah, he had 2 at the time, so he just got shorter cast range.
He was still close. Yeah, I think they just thought they were going to kill him. They really didn't expect him to get, like, do that much damage with,
Yeah,
like
but
you
they don't
said.
deal that much damage because of the Medallion. He only used it aggressively on
hit.
the last hit. Yeah.
So a little bit misplay from somebody there, but a very good play by Pycat as well, just timing it correctly. And he does have his... No, still about 200 off from Radiant. Now they're pushing forward a tad. Chessie still hasn't been able to find anything. He's going Deso.
Yeah, but Chessie can also steal the creep, the Helm of the Dominator creep from Misery.
If he knows this, he
there is Ogre Frost Mage.
Oh,
is
he
he gonna
already
get it?
found it.
A cold-blooded
He has
sucker.
Also, if you have the creep armor with Chen, I mean, you have like a mobile recharge station. It's like a mid-air refueling for the Clinks, like on Air Force One or something. You can
Look at
always
those.
He's killing it.
Fangs. No.
He killed the... I'm actually really surprised he killed and just save it for like 20 seconds.
Another feature of this Complexity lineup, again, they want to get off to a good start, and once those towers drop, they should be able to take Roshan. But at this point, the game state doesn't even really allow them to do that. Like, with Chen creeps tanking and Medallion up on Clink's, Roche should go down pretty quickly, especially with the Dazzle as well. But they haven't even gotten a chance to do that. It really feels like they've lost control of this game at this point.
Moo just TP'd for 2 seconds, then just canceled and kept top, but nothing will come of it.
Misery's items, he just bought the magic stick. He just went straight for that helm.
Loves it.
His mana pool is super low. Jack, I have a feeling that we're not teasing each other enough this game.
Yeah, because you guys are both
we're decent
ugly.
human beings.
What is that? Who's that a dig at? Who's not a decent human being?
Well, usually I am. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's the hat. problem with.
Yeah, it feels like the Angel's hat just made you just a
an A's
terrible
hat.
person. It's like the cursed hat from Harry Potter, and now he took it off, and he's just the most wonderful human being we've ever met.
French Timberlake.
French
Justin Timberlake is
French Bulldog Timberlake. Just kidding. This Roche, double damage from Chessie. They're trying to bring it down. This is about the only chance they have of bringing it. Oh, no, but here comes the Dire. No Macro Pyre. Has the Ice Path. Chessie, if he doesn't get back, he gets the Aegis. And I don't think Dire doesn't know. They don't know what's going on in that pit, so they're nervous to just push on through, and looks like that'll be that.
Of course, I was wrong. The Rezo said they shouldn't have control of Roche. They just go ahead and get one, but they kind of snuck
Double
that
damage,
one with the double
too.
damage. Yeah.
It still doesn't feel like really complexity with an Aegis on Clinks. They still can't really just brute force towers, right?
Yeah, because they have nothing that... they have no one that really wants to stand there on the front line.
Yeah.
Especially because the creeps aren't really going to be able to provide that function.
Yeah, Complexity pulled out already this Dazzle and Chen combo, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can grave someone, send him back home. Misery. A little short.
Oh,
on
look
that
at top.
That's the reason I thought they wouldn't ban
Double
Necro with
siege
the...
unit.
Because they used this combo against Necrophos.
Yeah.
Remember, they had like the grave and the send back. I think it was against VGJ Storm, actually. And just recall the Chen being super active. He can gather this army of carts and... as you see, just evacuate.
Middle lane, Zai taking a ton damage from that weave as well. They get the kill. No ulti for Mercenaries. That AA blast, though.
Is there a rocket to finish him? 4 seconds.
He has Grave, and he's just going to do it just in case.
Yeah.
That's a smart play. So they do get a pick up there. Oh, but look who's here. It's Pycat. He's going to try to TP out. Nice ulti from Chen. And now Pycat's taking a ton of damage, and he actually used that medallion. He has no armor right now. One more hit, possibly. Oh, he forced steps.
He got it. He got it.
Uphill.
Invasion!
And now Pycat. Oh, see, I knew that was.
I thought he was going to rupture the Dazzle because everything was already put on.
Yeah, but why does
wait up.
He's still chasing.
He got him.
Yeah, but why does projectile miss? I mean, it was sent when he was on a low ground.
It's like when you're throwing a paper plane, you know? You throw the paper plane, and it's so easy to throw it straight, but right, whoa, did anything happen?
Well, perhaps when it was sent, it was under the... Wait, was he...
No, he just ran uphill. That's how it works.
He wasn't under the Radiance.
I don't know. It looked like a homing missile to me.
That's
it
just
should
how it
not
works.
miss.
It's always worked
Well, it's
like
like in
that.
those
Who knows
movies,
why?
though. The homing missile never hits the protagonist in the plane, right? He always does some like weird maneuver and like manages to throw it off course.
So you're saying Pycat's the protagonist?
I mean, I guess.
Hookshot comes in, but Limp just blinks out Moo. Now getting frozen up as well as hit, but they look at that. Double four staffs him out. Liquid Fire is on him. Looks like Chessie does want to hit this tower a bit. He has that Deso, which helps out. And now, without Pycat, they do a little bit more, but they have to back out around Pycat's coming alive.
Yeah, I mean, they chipped the tower away a little bit. That's, it's not going to be enough. Even with that Pycat death, it doesn't feel like it's going to be too influential in the grand scheme of things.
Well, Puck is the top net worth, actually. He just keeps trading off with Blood Seeker here. He's going to have a Lincoln's. Feels like he can control the fight pretty well, though. He's level 18. Still, you just don't think it's going to be enough?
Well, you mentioned the complexity running a single core. I mean, the Puck is the most farmed hero here. Once he gets that Lincoln's up, DK can't stun him. Bloodseeker can't ult him. He needs to commit to a Blood Rage as well. It takes a lot of time to cast those 2 spells.
I still love Z-Freak's just stacking up the carts right now. Went from 2 last time, he has 3 now. Like, if you somehow, maybe you just smoke up your carts and try to backdoor a tower or something, like, do you know how much damage? If you have 4 of them, that's 60 a hit on a tier 3. That is 240 in one swing. I'm just saying.
Math,
thank you. That is going to be, I actually hope we get to see that. Pycat, a little bit nervous, like he should be. The Radiant is just invading their jungle here.
Yeah, they are going in pretty deep here.
They're looking. Behind the tower, possibly. Misery is there. Moo is ready to get the slam going. But
Z-Freak is ready with those 3 cards plus extra
Dude,
armor.
look at him. This is
hiding
actually,
in the
this is
trees,
some
too.
Age of Empires. They just got the trebuchet, as you guys would say.
Well, Age of Empires doesn't have magic. This is more like some StarCraft, like Reaver recall thing or whatever.
This is the classic
Just bring 'em
stronghold
in,
game I was
just
talking
just
about.
bomb the tower down and then just bring them back out again.
Sadly, you didn't play Stronghold.
No,
That's
yeah,
a
we're
crazy
American.
Croatian
Sorry.
game.
And speaking of guerrilla warfare, this is the greatest guerrilla warfare. So cards just appear from behind the trees and just bomb the towers down.
Destroy the tower.
That's guerrilla warfare right there.
Jack, I'm pretty sure it could be a 0-0 game at 40 minutes.
They need
this is guerrilla warfare.
They're just applying what
you
we're
know who
calling.
they
I'm
need
all
from that
about
video? They
guerrilla
need
warfare.
this guy.
What?
They
Mr.
need this
Cobalt?
guy. Yeah. That's the leader of the
Cobalt Foreman.
Uh-oh, they're going forward in the middle. Moo actually will stun up Zai on the backside. Chessie's already killed PPD. And now, yeah, Zai is about to possibly die. No, they blink forward. Moo actually in a little bit of trouble, but that nice force stab through. We're going to see Clockwork hooks on the backside onto Limb. Not really the best guy he wants to get. The silence will get popped up. Zai goes down. And now Puck's actually in a lot of trouble.
Double kill.
Radiance, that's going to be it on the backside. CCNC popped a BKB. It looks like it did nothing. Chessie's going to try to get uphill, get those Desos on him. Can he? Oh, Moo! Gets a nice ulti. No. Unfortunately, he was BKB'd still for what, like 0.5 seconds. They get another kill. Limp's ready. He just wants to whoop some ass, and he will. Nice stun by Moo. This is going to be a kill, I think. One more, two more. Nah, what a play there by Moo and Limb. And my man Jack was like, yo, this game's over, man. Dire's just slaying it right now. And look at Radiant. The Trebuchet Siege just demoralized
That was a
Dire.
perfect Jack impression, too. Sounds just like
Wait, where are the cards? Did they all die? They might have. Middle, they're trying to push in, get this tier 3. Oh, there they are. They have been. Oh, no. The tower, it just melts. Oh, no. He's going to A. He blasted. It drops. And wait.
He's gonna die.
He's dead, yeah. No way to get him alive there. But
the Aegis just ran out.
Yeah, that's rough. But that, I mean, that's worth it, right? You don't want your Clinks to die, but you got a tier 3.
Whatever creates the best conditions for guerrilla warfare right here. Those cards just...
Dude, they just came in out of nowhere and just
I went to the grocery store yesterday, got some milk. It was like guerrilla warfare tactics.
Damn, that sounds rough. Yeah, we got, we went around, we're driving on the highway, real guerrilla warfare tactics, trying to change lanes there, Jack.
Whoa. Let's not get too crazy here.
Remember when that little guy gave me a finger? Making faces.
Oh yeah, there's like this little kid who's looking out the window, and I don't know if Croatia they don't have kids or something, but like he made funny faces, and the little kid just flipped him off, and then the mom rolled up the window.
The cost making faces of kids getting flipped off,
and then the mom just rolled up the window. We're like, huh.
I don't know. If I was a kid, I'd probably flip off Lacoste.
Yeah, let's be real.
Wearing that hat for sure.
He was on the Ace.
He wasn't. He was on the Ace hat.
Oh, that's like the Ace hat for sure.
Asshole. He just looked like an asshole with that hat.
I can't believe the whole fight. By the way, I was like ready to hit the alarm. Not a double kill.
Dude,
no one got 2 kills that whole fight.
Yeah, that's the same thing when I did when Reaper Sight is successfully used.
It wasn't even cast.
It wasn't even cast. Cast once unsuccessfully. That's pretty much it.
Oh, Pink's pinging out where Moo's at.
Complexity's showing some life here. They've played very well.
They break something. Will Moo jump in? Limp's going to go first. That's a double silence. And we are going to see a double ulti coming out from Moo, but they need more. Limp's going to throw out that ulti. They need Chessie. There he is trying to kill Misery. He doesn't get that last hit off, though. CCNC's going to blink forward. Go on to him. Nice four-staff Limp. Double kill. Do we have to move right now, or do we have to wait for after the thing? It's going to be another kill. It's going to be another kill. Jack!
What the heck?
Yeah, that was a very
the chase
good
continues. DK, no BKB yet. Limp is in, trying to silence the Dragon Knight. Chen with the penance on him. Can they finish him off? Pycat actually kills Kyle. He's a full HP, has a BKB ready. Stun coming out from the Dragon Knight on that puck. Actually, he uses the phase shift. Pycat gets a double kill. Swap around one more time.
Double kill, triple kill.
Jack, move! Jack, move! Jack, I can't see the damn fight. Jack, you're ruining the game.
The fight's still happening. Ultra kill goes away with Pycat. All right, a nice battle there by Pycat. Just
back in the original
spot. Kind of picking his spots really well.
Hey, Blast flying up top. The tower getting sieged down by 4 siege creeps. That'll be the end of that.
Good fight, guys.
Jack, you got to be ready to move,
I didn't do my morning stretches, man.
Clockwork hook bottom, actually. Misery finds Moo. He 4 staffs away. Stun comes out. Should save Moo.
I'm out of breath.
Good call, Grant. That ultra was
a double-double.
I'm not just trying
to take over play-by-play either. I'm just kidding.
Nah, you're good, Jack.
So what happened, Jack? You're
the analyst. What happened?
Yeah, the fight unfolded, and I tried to run into Lacoste as fast as possible to watch the rest of the fight. Cameron was still zoomed out a little bit. We heard Grant yelling and screaming the whole time, so missed a couple kills going on, and then looks like a good fight for the Dire.
I don't know, this mouse has a different sensitivity, so I had trouble actually watching what was happening on that screen.
Well, so it was a good start to the fight for Complexity. The smoke broke, Moo was hiding in the trees, and he came in for Dunk to start off the fight. But then over the course of time, you kind of see Dire kind of grinding them down a little bit. The DK just soaks up an incredible amount of abuse. He's got the halberd as well. Bloodseeker comes in and just starts eating up the squishy heroes on the back line, and pretty soon Complexity cannot hold.
Yep. It feels like Klink's doesn't have farm either.
So the initial burst of the fight is obviously everything for Complexity, right? They have to do critical damage and probably bring down some, at least Pycat, to be able to win the rest of the fight.
Yeah, get that Radiance out of there.
Roche is up. DK with Jack Rune.
Bottle of Jack. Top lane, Chessie is scouting out before he farms this lane, maybe looking for anything. And he has to be nervous because there shows up CCNC. All of Dire heading up top, actually.
And we're seeing the farming last hit potential of these cards down here, too. I mean, 3 rocks is 140 damage.
Yeah,
it's not just good against water, it's good against earth and buildings, too. So we've seen that as well.
In top lane, possible fight coming out. Oh, the Dire scans, but it doesn't hit anyone. They were almost in it. Need to be careful. Whoa.
Be ready to go on camera,
Well,
Jack.
we're going to try to pick off Peter
Purity,
here.
they are. Does he get him? No, he 4 steps away. Chessie will get him. We do see a Rupture coming out. Chessie taking quite a bit of damage. On the backside, though, Z-Freak trying to help out. Moo is the one who was ruptured. CCNC can't quite bring him down. And right now, it's a 1 for 0. There's still a lot of chaos going in the back. Limp goes away. Z-Freak will just TP out. And Kyle, well, RIP. 1 for 1 trade. 5 for 5. Not the best of what they're looking for. Uh-oh, Zai now is going to be in trouble, but now Limp's in trouble as well. His Lincoln's actually on cooldown. 4 steps through, and that Fisher perfectly blocks off Pycat. He BKB'd for nothing.
He was afraid of Echo Slam.
All right. Unfortunately, he didn't know. Moo was still a little bit far away. He was getting ready there, and now Moo is 18, so they have a little bit more of that burst. Chessie still running away. He has a BKB now, but it still feels like Klink's. If Klink's had one more damage item, right, you could definitely feel them like taking this, but it still feels he doesn't pick people off fast enough.
Yeah, just look at the acrobatics that they have to go through here to get these pickoffs. Like
Yeah.
they have to start, they're in like 5 separate places, and they have to like, you know, dink and dive a little bit here and there. It's like the...
It's like guerrilla warfare.
It's like the guerrilla warfare of like the Chinese against the Japanese in World War II. That's what it feels like.
Chimpanzee
They come out of the
warfare,
forest with like, you know, some guys have spears and stuff, and they gotta just like kill a
Should we
person
just
with
say
2 spears.
Chimpanese War?
It's a chimpanzee warfare.
Yeah, haven't you read the book about that? Who's that girl who lived with the monkeys?
Oh yeah, I know.
You guys
With
know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I know what you're
And
talking about.
yeah, she talked about like the like they had like gang wars and stuff. Jane Goodall, yeah, that was some.
Oh yeah, she was like the world's foremost chimpanzee researcher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the gorillas actually kill her, or what?
Chimpanzee, there's not
Uh-oh, they're
gorillas.
blinging in middle. We're gonna see Dazzle go down here pretty quickly. Pycat busts out his BKB right off cooldown. It works out. Limp's dead. Yeah, looks like that fight really looked well right there. I'm just gonna analyze a little bit. Just a good jump in, instant off BKB.
So who got the Aegis? Bone, where's the Cheese? Cheese is on Puck. Didn't manage to pull it off. They just insta-stun locked him. DK with that Blood Rage dealing so much damage. Let's see the push they can make. Two dragons. That's actually 3 dragons.
Oh my god. You know the only thing I hate about Jack's settings is his mini-map, how it says the hero name instead of the colors.
just
I
reverse
can't
it.
even
Those aren't my settings. I just never change the settings.
Earthshaker in, getting stunned by Dragon Knight. Follow up by AA ulti will blast him off.
get another one, please.
Who's alive? Klinks and Chen, only one alive. Do they have a buyback? Let's see. Oh, those Draxes are going down so quickly.
Dang.
Dragon Knight with the Blood Rage plus fire from the other dragon.
Uh-oh, and he does have an Ags up on the Chen now, though, so his Midas, too. Midas off cooldown on Chen, by the way, just want to let you know. The thing is, it feels like the best creeps he can get right now are the carts because of like the actual siege damage, but he is getting some of those ancients. Obviously,
this
the
ancient
HP
here.
is good, yeah.
The Granite
that big
Golem,
boy.
15%.
Yeah.
I want to see them get Helmet Dominators and just steal his carts and use it back against them when they're sieging the base.
Jesus, Jack, you're fucking ruthless.
That's how you deal with guerrilla warfare. That's how you send a message to the guerrillas.
One more time, Jeff. I hear that word one more time from you.
You tame the gorillas as your own.
Bloodseeker, like you guys said, because of the early game, they really held, I don't know, the dam that was holding the water, and now Pycat's almost level 25, getting close to 5 slotted. He just seems like they have nothing to deal with.
Yeah.
That was my analysis.
Yeah, but Klinks needs MKB actually. There's a full butterfly on Bloodseeker. Is there any other mischance? Yeah, there is Heaven's Halberd. If he casts that on Klinks before he gets the BKB off, he's just gonna ruin Klink's game. He's just trying to siege the tier 2 tower on the top lane with the Dragonite. They still have Aegis plus a cheese and still can't fight into Dire's lineup.
And they just instantly take down that shrine top, move over that way. Dragonite is going to have a Mjolnir next fight as well. He has a lot. They just have too much damage. Like, Complexity field, they're only 5k down. It feels like they're so much farther behind.
I just gotta say, you guys are so talented for being able to change positions on the fly and just pick it up and go.
How's the camera work?
It's like guerrilla warfare.
It's been the whole day. Just kidding. Jack is doing such a
I think
good
you guys
job.
have actually gotten.
I'm actually watching Jack's screen.
It only took like one bit of hate coming out for you guys to suddenly be these like really good cameramen.
All it took Jack was to use more than one finger.
Yeah, I just had to use my left
Once
hand,
Decrees came in and push-ups were on the line, Jack's like, I'm in.
I wish I would. God, I wanted to dab on you
Well,
so hard.
Jack can make us happy with just one finger. Imagine what he can do with two.
With 2 hands.
I'm surprised you didn't say that when you were talking about the positions.
Uh-oh, PPD.
Oh,
Pardon me, look off.
there is Rupture committed on that Bone, who still has a BKB and Aegis. He will just try to run away. No mana on him whatsoever.
What's that?
Yeah, those two ancient creeps doing such a good job, plus 2 cards. Let's see the HP on the Bone once he eats a creep.
He's gonna be pretty
2.5k.
2.5k for a man with no meat on the bones. It's pretty nice.
Yep, the Bone Archer himself. And like we said, he just feels a little bit underfarmed. Obviously, he has Diffusal and Death now, so it is a little bit more damage. But until he gets that MKB, he can only really kill about 1 or 2 heroes quickly.
They just need to try to kite around that Dragonite. But it's hard with heroes like Chen and Dazzle. Those heroes do nothing to him at the moment.
Jack, may I see the net worth there, please?
All right.
I understand the buybacks, thank you.
Yeah.
The top 2, still, I'm surprised to see Clink still down there at 4.
So, Grant, what do you think is going to happen in the next couple of minutes?
Next couple of minutes, I feel like Cole's going to go for a smoke gank that possibly just gets scattered out.
Dragonite committed on a mid lane, just blinks in and stuns Earthshaker, just blows him off real quickly.
Oh,
Does
great, you're
Earthshaker have a buyback? No, he doesn't. They continue to chase Dragonite, and the other dragon uses Yules on him, will stun with an Ice Pad. Yeah, he goes down.
Let's roll.
That's a double kill for CCNC.
Double kill there for CCNC.
I'll try to break it down for you.
The seem to be breaking down here as the Dire looking to move in for the kill, zeroing in on the Complexity base. CCNC. There's still some time left on his Dragon Breath. There's going to be a bit of a fight up top, or at least trying to harass them.
There is Vampire Frost Mage.
Some backline guerrilla warfare trying to disrupt the course. PPD is going to... Oh, he'll just barely survive with the hook from Misery. He finally goes down here. Chessie going to be able to TP away by the skin of his teeth.
Grant's struggling.
I'm
to try to
struggling
figure
with
out
this,
what the
yeah,
camera
I know.
controls are
Kyle
here.
is caught in a tough place. He's not even going to get the grave off here as he just gets stunned and brought down. And this will be the second lane of Rax, it looks like, here for Dire.
Yeah, but look at bottom lane, Jack, for the other side in the base.
Oh, look at this right here. This is not just guerrilla warfare. This is Game of Thrones.
Did he frenzy one of the
we
cards?
got a dragon, a giant, and 2 catapults
The
here.
frenzied card.
And yeah, they're doing some work here. And actually, Dire not going to finish taking objectives inside the base at all. So looks like finally
He's calling them back.
And the tower. And did that wagon
It
get away?
lived.
Oh, the wagon's taking...
Wagon.
Oh, the wagon survives.
Wow.
But I'm not sure when the next wave is that they'll be able to acquire more wagons. But Balerion the Dread did his work there. As much as he could.
Yeah, Judge
Chen's
Dredd did
Midas.
it. What?
Sorry, Chen's Midas off cooldown again.
Oh.
He's always in base. It's just, a little thing. Pardon me, I'm just an observer, though, Jack. Go
Yeah,
on.
that's the pet peeve that Grant has there. The Chen Midas.
Just any Midas.
Use it.
You actually think
Use it.
Chen's buying for attack speed, Jack?
Use it.
CCNC going to continue to tank up here. And again, I like the itemization here from the Dire. A lot of evasion on their cores, which forces Clinks to either choose to itemize. So he's going to go for an MK. Next, but buyback tries to complete it immediately.
Well, he needs to go all in with the items. So, oh, there's a double damage on the bottom lane, plus Arcane Rune for the Clinks. He just passes that, leaves it to Puck, who's level 22, gets level 2 Dagon.
Yeah, they're hunting here, looking for the gank. They're going to find PPD, the slowest deer in the pack.
That's what I thought was going to happen before last team fight. Cole was going to smoke up and then the Dire would just wipe them. Like, they'd think they'd get a good catch and they wouldn't. And it kind of worked like that.
DK immediately onto high ground with the ult. Elder Dragon form pop, clearing the creeps out. He's going to find himself in a little crevice bottom, so it's a little bit harder to get to him as he's going to work on this melee barracks. With Clinks coming in on the backside.
Dang,
And,
CC&C
he's going to start going to work. CC&C does manage to kill
double?
Chen. Clinks has been stunned up, so he's got to start to run here. BKB duration going off. Rupture can't run that off. Pycat still hunting him for him on the back. The rest of Complexity engage on the front and try to get some damage done.
Oh no.
He just cannot hold the line against this Elder Dragon as, well, Chessie comes back in. Monster kill for Pycat. No double kill. I'm looking frantically for that at this point, but Chessie's also trying to scramble away. He's got the purge, but that'll only buy him a little bit more time. Down goes Chessie with the double kill. Oh my!
They're going in right now, Jack!
Oh!
And it looks like top lane getting pushed in by Chen. And that's about it.
Chen has the biggest combo you can assemble for split pushing. 2 siege creeps, a wolf, and a golem.
Deploy,
you give
deploy.
HP, you give extra damage. Siege creep, 51 damage.
Damn, that's a hard on the DK now.
This is straight up the attack on the wall right here. You got the giant. You got the. I mean, I guess they had a dragon.
We need an ice dragon.
But yeah.
Uh-oh.
Spoilers, look off. Spoilers.
But Pycat, he's going to melt these Oh, no. The army is... That's just... Cole's in shambles after that.
Yeah. There's all the morale.
Jon Snow just
being
came in and
crushed.
chopped everything up, and that's the end of that offensive there.
Who's Jon Snow?
Spoilers.
Is he John Cena related?
Yeah, I love Jon Cena. I've never seen him, but...
I heard he's a pretty cool guy.
Yes, and Z-Freak is only level 14 on this Chen. He has so much farm than Midas, but all his gold is just coming from the split pushing, so no levels, but plenty of items. What can Cole do right now to bring it back, Jack? Or can they? Be honest. Be brutally honest if you need to.
I don't think they can. I think they've been in a lot of trouble. I think they've played actually very well, even holding on for this long at this point in the game. Like, again, you can see like their coordination, their very clear vision for what needs to be done in fights and how to win this game. You can still see that there, but I just think in terms of the draft, how the early mid-game went, they just felt a little bit... their momentum was just broken too many times by the Dire. And, you know, a lot of this feels like a bit like of a technicality at this point. And unless Dire makes some huge mistakes, it's going to be very difficult.
Chessie will break their smoke, and oh, nice BKB getting popped so he doesn't get stunned. But Pycat just drops the Abyssal Blade on him. Whoa, buyback comes. And Chessie's still alive somehow through that grave. He is ruptured, he runs, he dies. Triple kill. We got to move twice, that means.
No, that's one.
No, it's every double.
What? I thought it was double or triple. I thought
He
we
continues to attack the Earthshaker. Ultra kill. Move. GG is called. Jack, you finish.
GG is called out here by Complexity, who will actually not only take a loss and show they can bleed in the series, but go down 0-2 to the Dire. So, Complexity, you know.
Frantic to come back here to BTS House where things have been going a bit better. No,
Yep.
but seriously though, that is something new for Complexity.
Yeah, it is, and I mean, let's talk a little bit, Jack. I'll let you catch your breath. Complexity, they were only down 1 kill, but they were down